Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing. Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Bang, bang.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ring Walk Danny. What up, champ?
What up, champ? How you feeling?
I'm a little under the weather, man. I don't know how the fuck I got a stuffy nose in Vegas.
Yeah.
Las Vegas!
You came in sounding like shit, so.
Yeah, man. I'm drinking tea and a lot of OJ. You know, trying to make it through the day.
I feel that.
But what up, though? Who will fight the Mexican monster?
Man, you know, everybody.
Everybody?
I think the question is, what's the fight? Like, what should be next for him, right? You know, Canelo's there. We don't know what he's going to do. He's the one with the belts at 68. So I think that's why that's the real question is, like.
Nah, I don't think, see, you don't wait for Canelo, man.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So in the meantime, what do you do?
In the meantime,
do you press the WBC
time
to, you know, force him to vacate since he's not defending the titles? Like, what do you do?
I'm pretty sure he's going to defend the titles versus Triple G.
But that's what I'm saying. That's if he fights Triple G next. What if he chooses the rematch next?
I'm pretty sure he's going to choose to fight Triple G.
You know.
Are you?
So what does David do in the meantime?
Are you guessing otherwise? Do you think he does go for the rematch?
I have no idea. That's the issue.
All right, but that's what I'm saying. What is your guess? My guess is he does not. My guess is he fights Gennady Golovkin at 68, gets a defense in.
I think that's a pretty good and logical guess, is to face Gennady next, coming off of a loss. You know, I think that's a safe assumption. So then, once again, if you're David, what do you do?
Ooh. That was a B12 multivitamin energy shot from my good friends at RX.
Shout out to RX.
Seeing if I could fight this.
You think maybe it happened for the first time?
What?
What hasn't happened to you?
Nah. We don't even call it that no more. We're back to calling it a regular cold.
It ain't COVID no more?
No. Who calls it COVID anymore?
Trav.
When's the last time you heard of COVID?
Man, Pennsylvania's going back into a mask mandate, I thought.
I never heard of Pennsylvania.
Or Philly or some shit, you know what I mean?
Philly I heard of, but I know they ain't even... Gervonta ain't beat. He training with no mask. What are you talking about?
You right. You are correct.
We got a first super chat of the day, $5 super chat from Christopher Serenas, who says, #freedom. So, let me see. So I guess the first question is, who will fight the Mexican monster?
And we're going to put a poll out for that, Ness?
We're going to put a poll. Give me your... You want who? Who's going to fight him next? Answers.
Jamal Charlo.
Wow. Jamal Charlo. Caleb Plant? Caleb Plant. Who else? These are not options. This is like they want to fight him. They have to want to fight him. This is not, oh, he's going to try to make a fight. Like, who will fight the Mexican monster?
David Morrell.
David Morrell
Jr.
Is it 2 R's? It is. Oh, Junior, you said?
Yeah. Well,
who next?
And then, that's a good one. Let's see. I'm trying to think who makes sense.
Because Bivol doesn't have any reason going down to give him a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
He's already fought Durrell. Canelo? Is that even worth, like, because it's like, who else you put up there?
So you think Canelo, to get back in the good graces of the fans, goes down and fights his mandatory, the Mexican monster?
I mean, what other option, or do you think it's best to just stick to 3? Because as a 4th option, I think,
maybe the 4th option is they will all keep ducking. Or nothing. I got Canelo there already. You ready?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. Bam. We're going to ask the... Oh, we didn't put Andre. Fudged.
Nah, we got to delete it.
What?
You got to put Andre.
What?
I'm ending it.
Nah, bruv. You going to redo it then.
Okay. I don't know how, but...
They already betting, bro.
There's one vote.
They voted already, man. It's in full effect. Just like I hit the thumbs up already because you letting it get too far behind. If we keep it right in par with how many people are watching, we'll never really have to remind you to smash that thumbs up because it's going to, get that algorithm working. Did you catch our live fight chat yesterday? And the Badunka Dunk we had chilling with us? Yeah, go check that out, man.
What was her name, Ness?
Mariah.
Not Marija?
Nah, that was the last one. Me and Mariah go back like, I don't know. What was it? What did he say? Babies and pacifiers? Yo, so did you see the other news?
What other news?
While we let that poll simmer.
Marinate a little bit.
Zimmer. Who got the keys to the Beamer? Jake Paul coming at your mans in them.
Yo, nah, I didn't.
Stop it.
I didn't.
Stop it. Well, before we transition, let me do 2 things. One being this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3 options for November. One is planned. The second one is Morel.
Let me do that again.
For November.
Damn, I got to be faster. Hold up.
We have 3 options.
There you go.
For November. One is planned. The second one is Morel. And the third one is Charlo. There's no other one. Canelo doesn't happen. Doesn't exist. And he looks so bad that I don't believe he come back. Maybe we'll take a 40 years old man. So please don't talk anymore about Canelo. It doesn't happen. And it will never happen, most likely. So these 3 guys that they deserve to fight. I imagine the plan is the best one because you have a personal bandera between for a long time. So if he really want the fight, he be ready for plan. For Morel, that he took too much Well, he's Cuban. He like to talk, you know. And Charlo. Charlo deserved to make a decision that he'd be the hard one to make, but it's a real pay-per-view.
He said Charlo deserves to make a decision, which is a hard one to make, but it's a great pay-per-view. So obviously the fight with Benavidez and Charlo would be on pay-per-view. He feels like David Morrell needs to get his mouth silenced. He said he's Cuban. You know, they talk a lot. You know what I mean? And he said Canelo won't do it. The option you wanted me to put, he said Canelo won't do it. He looked too bad in the Bivol fight. There's no way, no how he takes on the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. And truth be told, we can't let our audience forget that PBC offered him $55 million to fight David already. 55 mil is 55 mil.
Absolutely.
But didn't he get a little bit more to fight Bivol? I know after the fight, some reports came out that he only got like 19 guarantee or some shit, but he did alleged make over 600,000 pay-per-views, so I'm sure he got a healthy back end, even if that 19 upfront guarantee was true, which we'll never know.
We never do, right? We never do. But
yeah. We were going to transition. I just wanted you to hear this audio, and I wanted you guys to hear that audio, because now we're going to transition into our next topic. The other big guy in boxing, he's going to be fighting on May 28th in about, 7 days? That's when Danny will be in New York City, Brooklyn to be exact, and he will be covering Tank Davis versus Rolando Romero, who I like to remind everyone that he believes he is this generation's self-proclaimed Roberto Duran. Just in case he gets it done, you never forget that he said he was who he was. So that being said, Tank doesn't believe Rolly is who he says he is. Obviously, Rolly believes he's this generation's Roberto Duran. Tank says he's going to run through him. Jake Paul, on the other hand, wanted to make a $2 million bet. Or rather, Tank wanted to make a $2 million bet with Jake Paul and then retracted it when Paul said, yes, I will bet you $2 million that Rolando beats you. Tank deletes the tweet. Can we show this? And this is now Jake Paul taunting Tank. So let's just give you some audio and bring it back.
This tweet was deleted by the tweet author. Gervonta, man, you are a fucking bitch. This tweet was deleted by the tweet author. Gervonta, man, you are a fucking bitch.
Now remember, Tank was on Jake's hit list when he first got into the sport. But the point is, look, do you want to bet $2 million? When Jake said, that obviously he could beat him, and that being Rolly. So, and look, because Jake says, tonight I got David Benavidez wins by KO, Austin, which is his boy, by KO, and he did win by KO. And then he says, next weekend I got Rolando Romero by unanimous decision. So Tank comes and says, do you want to bet $2 million? So Jake says, I pay your annual earnings and taxes. That's big shit talk right there. Bruh, I don't even know if that's true. Honestly, I don't even know if that's true. I get the kid makes a lot of money, but I don't even know if that's true, okay? That's crazy. But that's big shit talk. I love it. And then Tank deleted it. I thought he wanted to bet $2 million. $2 million. Yo, what do you think about this?
That's interesting, honestly. And I'm curious to see what if he's actually paying his annual earnings and taxes.
Oh, you're going to check that out?
Yeah, I am.
But you don't know how much Tank makes a year.
Well,
you could only go off his guarantees, and they're low.
That's true.
So so my man might not be lying. $2 million, $3 million in taxes. I could see my man paying that. He got a lot of houses, big houses. Don't he got one in Calabasas?
I wouldn't know honestly where he resides, but yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
Well, you better get to know about Jake Paul. He coming for your guy.
Why you think Gervonta would put that out
delete
there
it
and then deleted.
Because he know Jake got the money to really bet. This ain't no Ryan Garcia who still owe on the Ferrari, which is and I'm not saying he owed. Tank said he owed when they was Twitter beefing. So this is Jake. He know thank you. He know he got that money. He know he got that bread to back up that bet. Look, he bet Eddie. Ain't nothing come from that. Eddie ain't say he ain't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I thought Eddie canceled it though. I thought he canceled the bet before.
Did he?
Right before the fight.
See, everybody getting scared of Jake and his money bets. He was trying to bet a milli with Eddie. And that's all I'm saying. He calling dudes bluff. This is what I'm saying. This guy I've been said it. I've been said he was good for the sport when people was hating and calling him a clown. But this is how powerful he is. His Twitter is powerful. Everybody picks it up. So you can't delete a tweet. We know. We know. And now we asking ourselves, what the hell is going on? Why would you delete it? Ain't you going to beat Rolando? That's free money. I mean, it ain't free. You're going to get taxed on it, right? Because it's a bet. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, it's still free money.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. I'm not the type of nigga that a type
Just saying, what's going on? They letting Jake, you know.
You think there's any chance Jake makes an appearance at the fight?
I mean, he's been in New York. I watched the video of him watching his fighter fight. So he was in his house. Then he started like throwing champagne all in his living room. He tripping. But, you know, he rich like that. You get a maid to clean it in a thong and it don't matter.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe he does fly. I don't know. I mean, it's not his fighter, though. And he didn't go to Austin's fight. So.
And where was that fight?
Austin's?
Where did that take place?
It was on a Marv Nation card for sure.
Okay.
Marv Nation card for sure. Shout out to Marv Nation. They out here making a name for themselves this year.
Okay. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what Jake decides to do, you know.
In terms of?
I mean, showing up. Maybe.
Putting the pressure on the bet.
I mean, he just put that
That would be nice if he shows up but it would help Tank. It would help Tank if Jake showed up to fight week trying to make the bet. Everyone's going to write. More people going to video.
That's true as
It'll
well.
help Tank. So I don't know does he want to do that. I hope he does because, again, he's good for the sport. And like you said, it will help Tank. No, I mean, like I said, it will help Tank. Cody Hall with the $1.99 super chat that says, Keller Plant outboxes David. Plant emoji with the glove emoji. Do you think... I mean, you know what? I don't even want to ask you that because, you know, it's hard. You take a stance on these fights and these guys get tight. But I don't know. Benavidez yesterday, Lemieux is a puncher. And I get it. There's going to be guys that say, oh, whatever, this was designed to look this way because Lemieux never should have been at 68. True, but he's still a puncher. And he was winging like he wanted to land that home run. So, I don't know. I don't know that Plant could hurt Benavidez. I don't know that Plant stops Benavidez from walking him down the way that he walked Lemieux down, who has, like, okay, Lemieux doesn't belong at 68, but would you say he's still a bigger puncher than Plant?
I don't think you can at 68 because Plant's fought the tougher opposition. Like, Plant at least dropped a champion in Luskatiki, like, who has, you know, Lemieux fought. But yeah, at 60 he did have some power, but like I said, at 68, if he does have it, it hasn't showed in the ring. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see nonetheless. I don't think you can say that. And, you know, Plant's a very, very good boxer. He gave Canelo issues in their fight. And obviously, David is a very very good puncher, and he's able to take shots as well. We saw him take David Lemieux's best shot, so it'll be interesting to see.
Bro, and he was just there high guard, like whatever. You ain't doing nothing. Lemieux throwing like he had an axe, trying to chop down a tree. I don't know. I don't know that anybody is in a rush other than David Morrell, who needs to make a name for himself and has the hunger. Like, he hasn't made the money of a Plant or a Benavidez or a Lemieux. Lemieux's been in big-ass fights already a long time ago. So Morrell's the hungriest and probably the only guy that will be willing to truly get in there with David. The thing is, where's that fight happen? David Benavidez had such a fan base in Phoenix, but then you got Morrell that has a fan base in Minneapolis, is it?
Yes.
And do you know how many people are in that arena? If you don't, if you could do a little quick Google search, maybe somebody knows in the audience. And speaking of the audience, live on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. We're still trying to get to that goal of 141,000. We're dangerously close to it. I think we still need about another 200 people. Right now, there's over 325 live Patreons watching. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Let's get this algorithm popping and putting this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, letting them know we're talking boxing 7 days a week, twice on Monday, twice on Thursday, and every now and then twice on Fridays.
So the Armory's the capacity is 8,400. So 8,400.
Yesterday's crowd seemed bigger. Am I wrong? I'll see if they sent me an email from BBC.
The crowd did seem bigger, but I will say that the Armory, I don't know that I've seen a fight where it looked sold out or it was jam-packed. So, that's just the capacity of the venue of 8,400 people. But, actually putting 8,400 people in the arena is a whole different story.
Yo, I would be interested to know how much clothing Danny is selling, and I mean Danny Garcia. Like, this dude comes out with a line for every season, every year. He hasn't stopped. So I'm just like, are people really buying it? Like, I mean, I tried to buy one robe once. I got a couple hoodies and T-shirts and shit like that. I had a few hats. But I don't know. Like, wow, every time I look at my email, my man got a new line to drop. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let me see here. We did get an email, and it looks like they give me the number here or what? You doing the bullshit?
Did they not give attendance?
I thought they would. Usually it's in that first sentence, paragraph, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, they usually do, right?
Yeah. Let me check if good old Dan. Is Dan charging for his articles now? You're subscribed to him, right?
Yeah, so he does have like a membership thing that I'm not a part of, but I am subscribed to his newsletter, so some of them are free, but
well, Dan doesn't have an attendance either. Huh. It seemed packed. They responded to his post-fight very well.
Let's see if...
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It's funny because the Mexican Monster shit is sticking. That's how influential Mike Tyson is.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I even went to Twitter. People I follow, attendance, don't see nothing at all.
Well, according to CompuBox, Benavidez landed 74 of 154. That's a 49%. That's insane. That's almost 50% of everything he threw.
Oh, for all punches?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Lemieux landed 26 of 109. So that it just shows you that at least Lemieux was trying. He kept trying, bro. Like, he wanted to land something. And I wanted to see something land as well. I wanted to see how David would take a shot. We seen him get dropped by
Ronald Graville.
Yeah, so I'm like, was that just him being a young guy and that's not anything that's gonna happen again?
That was 4.5 years ago. But
exactly, and even he says it. He laughs at it when I bring it up, but obviously as fight fans, we keep that in our heads. Like, he's been dropped. He's been dropped. That's in your mind.
Did get dropped. We haven't really seen anything since though. Like, and even with that one, I don't know that he was hurt. I think he did get dropped, caught at the right time, but I don't know that he was hurt. So,
what did you think of? I guess the finale like performance, because it was pretty cool. He must have threw 7 left-handed uppercuts, and every now and then he would throw a straight right. downward because, Lemieux would try to pop back up to get away from that uppercut. So he threw about 2 rights at him. And, it reminded me of the Porky Medina knockout, how it was so many punches and it's flashy. So this one will get a lot of TikToks. He's like, so many fucking left hooks. Like what I said Herring does, right? Like Herring throws all these left hooks on the fucking bag and we don't see it in the fight. This guy actually showed us fucking 7 or 4, the very least 4. I'm going to see, can I find a little highlight? Maybe Showtime has something on their IG.
No, it definitely was several. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got it right here, Ness.
Oh, well, go ahead, screen share.
Let me screen share. We got it. Boom. And obviously that was a bell, which you don't hear because I don't have
audio. Take it down though. We don't want to get flagged. Showtime be trippy red.
How many did you count, or was it too
I ain't
fast?
even count. You put it up without even letting me know. You like, here it go. I'm over here trying to get back in Instagram. They made me fucking 2-step.
But yeah, so
a lot of great action though.
A lot of great action from both men. You got to
from the whole weekend. We might need to pull up a schedule to remember. We could start with John Pascal reviving his career yet again. How old is this man now?
47.
Bro, and he got to win over young.
I don't know. I'm talking shit. Why would you believe he's 47?
I'm just saying, bro. He got to win over a young Fan Long Meng who, was supposed to be Arthur Beterbiev's mandatory.
A lot of people didn't know. A lot of people might have not agreed that John Pascal
deserved it.
Came out victorious.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So at least from people on Twitter.
What are the commentators? With those commentators, what are they saying? What is Roy saying? What is Tarver Paulie saying?
It's a good question.
Because that's a great win for him.
Yeah. So it was unanimous, and he did get. You know what? Not so much the scores and Pascal winning, I guess, the knockdown.
And let me tell you, Sean George, I follow him, who is the same trainer of Big Bang, which is Zhilao, and obviously Fan Long Meng. And on his post, he didn't say anything about controversy. He's like,
not even the knockdown, because that's what it was,
bro. He said like, my guy can't. I'm gonna pull it up because I don't even want to, put words in his mouth. But I promise you, from what I've read, he ain't mad.
So that was the first, and that was a pro box. That was Friday night. And obviously you're pretty familiar with them, Ness, as you've done. Would you say business with them, or
wait, did he delete it? Is it this one? Oh shit. He might have deleted that shit.
Uh-oh. They saw it, they told him no good.
Let me see this one. Oh shit. Last thing he got here is 7 days ago. Wow. Let me check on it. Nothing on the story. Oh, wow.
Nothing, champ.
Oh, wow. He deleted it.
I'm telling you.
On Everything I Love, I've read him. That is crazy. I read him basically say, his fighter came up short. He's proud of him. Shit like that. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. They're probably going to contest it now because that's deleted. This show is about deleting shit. But anyway, let me screen share this so you can see that Fan Long Meng is number 1. And this hasn't been updated since the 6th of May, which means once this win gets registered, Jean Pascal should be in that position. And he ain't afraid of no Beterbiev. He ain't old enough. I mean, young enough, but I don't even think he can land something and hurt better. I mean, he didn't even hurt Fan Long Meng from what I seen.
John Pascal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that he could compete with any of the top guys at 75, honestly.
I mean, he put himself in position for one final hurrah and payday, for sure. Whether he gets Beterbiev or winner of Joe Smith or not, someone will offer him a fight to get that position. Like, he might end up fighting Buatsi, who's number 2. And that's a perfect fight for Buatsi. Virgil Hunter would look at that like, yes. Because, again, how old is John Pascal? He's
39. 39.
Look at that.
39 years
So
old.
if you a trainer like Virgil, you know you want that experience for Buatsi. Yeah. And it's a good win. He just beat fellow men. And you know the Buatsi's not ready for better beef, so let him get a Pascal who is physically strong. He could push your fighter, but he's still 39. So in them championship rounds, you know, his tank should be depleting.
That's fair. I actually like that fight. It's a good test, too, you know, for Buatsi, who would be stepping up, of course. So I actually like that fight.
We got Dre Dot with the member who is a member on the champ level for 9 months who says hashtag free Dom until it's backwards.
Who is Dom, bro?
I don't even know. Is it Dominic Toretto? Whether it's an inch or a mile, a win is a win.
Oh.
You don't know who the Toretto is?
I know who. So obviously, I know who Toretto is, but yeah, no clue like on the other shit.
I mean, I don't know. Dom is that's the only Dom Toretto I know.
Dom Moore.
I got Era Zestro who says, Danny, can you throw a baseball better than David Benavidez?
I didn't see his let me go to his page. I didn't see his pitch. I did see he was like at the game. But let's see if he has a video on his page. He has pictures. Yeah, I definitely can just by seeing how he's holding that baseball.
Get a screenshot.
Yeah, see right here. Yeah. Yeah, I played a little baseball in high school, you know. Yeah, I think I'd do better than David Benavidez did. Throwing out that first pitch. We're good, Trav. Appreciate the screen share. You ain't play no baseball, bro? The fellow Dominican, you ain't play no baseball in your time, Ness?
Yes, I did. Very young age, though. Like, I didn't play in elementary or high school, none of that shit. You know, I played T-ball and like Pee-wee or whatever it is when you start pitching.
Okay.
But, you know, combat sports was more for me. You know what I mean? I can't be on a field with like a bunch of, what is it, like 9 other motherfuckers?
You yourself and 8 others.
There
correct.
you go. So they suck and I don't, and then I got to lose because they suck? Nah. It's not how I do things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Dominican, so I'm hitting home runs from the door. Like Big Papi, Sammy Sosa, De Lo Mio,
Bro,
you feel me?
You played like 2 seasons of baseball, T-ball, and now you Big Papi?
Don't forget I'm the same dude that is plus 40 and dunked on a... How old is Pacheco? 19?
Yeah, but you 6'5", bro.
And he's 6'6".
You ain't never seen no 90+ mile an hour baseball, 80+.
Oh, You're right. I ain't gonna front. Ain't nobody ever throw no heat like that. I don't think. Not no 90. My brother was a very good pitcher. He made it on television and all that shit. But I don't remember ever.
What happened to him? Like he high school, college, or?
Yeah, no, he got his little, you know, scholarship and all that. My brother, I told you before, me and my brother totally different. This dude played the saxophone and the fucking cello.
No shit.
Plus played baseball. He was my dad's like, little twinkle in the star. You know what I'm saying? Because he did everything.
You funny.
No, he did. Seriously, my dad loved baseball.
He older than you?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So my dad loved baseball and played hella softball. You know, Latinos.
Yeah. Once you older,
yeah.
You can't do the baseball no more, so it's softball leagues and shit.
Bro,
okay.
So my brother followed in his footsteps.
I just figured being Dominican, baseball, you know, could have
I was rebellious. So it's like, oh, that's what you like? Well, I'm doing the opposite. Right, Trav? That's what we do and shit. Rebel.
Yeah, it's because I'm 24. I hate everything my parents say.
See?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, me and my dad my dad hates sports. I think the only game he went to when I was growing up was like my senior night, maybe.
Damn.
That's it.
Yeah, nah. I took up combat sports early. Like I told you, I was even in this whack-ass wrestling team. Till I seen them outfits, I was out. The weigh-ins is funny. The outfits is funny. I'm like, all right, we gone. No, it gets crazy. I'm telling you.
So what other combat sports was you?
Boxing. I actually did karate too.
I did karate.
And I was in, like I told you, I was in the Boy Scouts, man. I made it to that week out there. I heard you was in the Boy Scouts, Trav.
Yeah.
How many fucking knots could you do, bro?
A lot of them.
Oh, shit. Yo, I forgot, but I'll never forget square knot.
It's the easiest one.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never in my life, probably till I joined the military, met somebody that was in the Boy Scouts.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
Yeah, you get to skip a rank too if you were an Eagle Scout. You skip
look at that.
first rank.
Look at that.
I skipped my first rank because I had college credits, but
what was it? It was St. Michael's Church that offered Boy Scouts for us.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, like
Heart of the Hood, right off Broadway.
Actually, when I moved out here, I was living in North Vegas when I first moved out here, and there was a Smith's by my house, a grocery store.
Yeah.
And I saw the girls. I'm like, this shit's for real. Like, it's not just some movies. They had Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit's
like,
real.
Yeah. So
bro, that's a corporation. They sued Burner for naming his weed Girl Scout cookies. Sue. Why do you think he called cookies now? Can't get that off, bro. That is a corporation that is worldwide. There's Girl Scouts everywhere. That shit is bro. You should look it up. How much they making annually as a corporation? That shit is worldwide. It's insane. I think there's a documentary on it too, bro. It's very close to child labor, pushing them child labor laws. I'm telling you.
Why do you think Boy Scouts now accepts women?
Really?
Yep. It's just called Scouts now.
Oh wow.
Wait. Oh, to compete with the Girl Scouts.
Well, their attendance has been dropping, so now they've opened it up to everyone.
Huh.
Holy hell, yeah. So this was in 2017, but in 2017,
how much they made?
It was an $850 million business.
Yo, and that's cookies they pushing. They pushing cookies door to door. I'm sure by now too, because I'm old as fuck. So I'm sure by now they got like .coms and apps and all that shit.
No, you can just buy them from the grocery stores direct.
Oh my God, they're on the shelves?
Yep.
Oh wow. So they're what, to be on the shelf you got to be open, right? What is that called? Like you got to be openly trading? No?
I'm not sure.
A public
company.
You gotta
be, you got to be a public company to get on the shelves or no?
No clue.
That's amazing though, because I watched one of those like HGTV or Bravo shows where like, regular people make a product and then they're trying to get it on the shelf at some supermarket, and it's life-changing when they do get it on the shelf in a big enough market. Like if you get a Stop and Shop or, I don't know what the fuck y'all got. Like you said, Smith's is out here, right?
Yeah, Smith's, I'm trying to think.
But
Smith's,
imagine
Albertsons, yeah.
Imagine you having a fucking product and you could put it on the shelves at Walmart. That'd be huge for you.
No, absolutely.
Mexican monster dolls all throughout Walmart. Benavidez will blow up. Now, I don't think anybody will buy those, though. He would have to come up with, like, Mexican monster salsa or some shit, right?
Salsa.
Yeah, like, get into the grocery game or some shit. Listen, Tyson blessed him. Me and Danny actually seen Mike Bites when we went to Jardín. Shout out to Jardín, who hooked us up yet again. Our friends over there. So when we went, we got the VIP treatment, and they gave us our little VIP badges. And then we seen the Mike Bites, and we contemplated. But I didn't get it.
Yeah, because it's like...
Because it takes away from your, like, obviously everything out here is regulated.
Absolutely.
In terms of how much you can get in one, I guess, sit down.
One purchase. It's an ounce per purchase. Mm-hmm. But when you get edibles, they measure that different. So it's like, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, do I really want Mike Bites over this flower power?
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'll tell you that right now. Let me see where this poll's at. And it looks like we got a super chat. We did Arizestro. Next up is Jaguar Paul with the $5 super chat. He says, Champs, Canelo is my guy, but Benavidez and Morel got ridiculous frames. Canelito had a good run. Cry emoji. So I guess he thinks Canelito is done being great. I guess that's what he's trying to say. I'm not really sure.
It seems like after the loss, they forget that he's still undisputed. I don't know. I think he still has a lot left and a lot left to still prove. So we shall see, bro. I don't know that he's necessarily done.
Tony Salgado, shout out to Big Tony. He says, what's up, good players. Y'all went home or y'all went to check them cheeks last night? Y'all play any football in high school? Yeah, Danny definitely went to get that lap dance. No, I'm joking.
I went home.
Danny left out of here quicker than me. He was gone last night.
Yeah, I was out of here, bro. I had a long day. Just had to go turn myself in.
Damn.
That didn't sound good.
It didn't. Yeah, but it's all right. Did you play football in high school?
Yeah, I'm actually pulling up a picture for the people to see.
Damn, you got the high school football pick?
Yeah, I think I still.
You played the line? Nah, you was thin back in the day, so what you was?
Corner. Played a little corner.
Okay.
Back in the day, look at the boy Bo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bo. You already know.
A little corner and slot. We went both ways. You know, our team wasn't that good. We didn't have that many players, so you had to play the offense and the defense. But yeah, champ. Bo finally decided to show up, you know.
Nah, you know that man hard working?
Yeah, hard working.
Did you close out of your
I did, yeah. Okay. I did because, you know, I didn't want you to see certain things, perhaps. So I had to close out of that.
He didn't want you to see pictures.
Word. So I'm gonna get that back.
That are
up.
worth 1,000 words.
Or dollars.
Oh.
It depends who you ask.
So, Danny, our poll is at who will fight the Mexican monster? Jamel Charlo. 20% of the people that are voting believe Charlo will step up. 35% it will be Keller Plant. 31% believe David Morrell will step up to the plate. And 13% believe Canelo will step up to the plate. If you're just hearing this right now in the live show, we have a live poll where you can answer this poll right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And, you know, vote on your respected answer and influence the poll, right? We want to know. I think it would be Morrell, but I also don't think that would happen because Morrell is a Louis de Cubas managed fighter, and so is David Benavidez. So it's like, why? And so is Plant, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? The only one that is not is Charlo. So if I'm Louis, I'm trying to get the fight with Charlo before I put my guys in with each other. You know what I mean? That's just me. What about you?
That would make the most sense. The only way I could see it being different is if he straight up just can't make the Charlo fight. Like, if you straight up just can't make it.
What you mean?
I'm just saying, like, instead of having your guys sitting, why not put your guys up against each other? You know, if it were to come to that situation. So, that's the only way or reason I could see that possibly.
Well, they're saying that he's going to come back in November.
Correct.
So Charlo should be available. Everyone should be available by then. Yes. We are in the May, which is the 5th month. November is the 11th month. That's 6 months away. You know, everybody should be available.
Should be available. But you know how the game go.
How the game go? When is Charlo's fight? Oh. Because Charlo, don't he fight in a few days or some shit?
No, Charlo fights June 18th for obviously a Juneteenth weekend out there in Houston. So that's when Charlo will fight Selecki's, June 18th. So, I mean, November's still not like your glasses fogged up quick.
I know, right? Yeah. Crazy.
So November's obviously still doable, but then the question becomes, once again, can they make the fight? You know, being available, that's one thing, but can you make the fight? So,
well, why don't you think you can make the fight?
Well, I mean, the same reason that Terrence Crawford and Errol, you know, there's shit takes time. People want too much money, whatever the case may be. So,
I mean, I think at this point, I don't know. I don't even want to say they have to fight each other, but it just feels like everybody is asking Charlo about David. Like, and now with Canelo losing, it's so uncertain what he does next that you can't sit around and wait for him.
You can't. No, you definitely can sit around and wait for Canelo. But that's what I'm saying. If you're Louis DeCubas and you can't get David the Charlo fight, what's the next best fight? The Plant fight? I mean, I think the Plant's fight, to me, the Plant fight's the best fight.
I think the Plant fight.
Nah, we got him in. We got Plant ducked off somewhere. He's not fighting Benavidez.
Why?
We have him in a secure location.
Oh,
No.
because of James Benitez?
Nah, because Caleb Plant is moving on to something else.
What is he moving on to?
Something else, not Benavidez. Period.
I mean, that's according to you. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that.
We can get James on as well. We're not letting Caleb Plant fight David.
Yeah, I
Benavidez.
know, and that you're talking about like Caleb Plant fans are fearful of that fight. I get it, but
It may
marketable.
sound that way, but we just not allowing that fight.
No, I hear you, but from a marketing standpoint, there's not a bigger fight. I don't know that the Charlo fight is bigger than Benavidez and Plant, since Plant already been on pay-per-view and has that Canelo, what do you call it? Maybe he got some Canelo residual after effect, like where being on a show with Canelo, some people remember you, you gain a fan base, you got some of that mainstream media that opened you up to a different market. I don't know. I wouldn't count Plant out as being the biggest fight, other than Charlo.
Which fight do you think is bigger between the two of those?
I think it could be Plant because he's already got a head start. He did a pay-per-view with Canelo and he smacked Canelo. Like, people don't forget that shit. I don't think so.
And I think that's why the Plant fight's going to be bigger, because obviously as soon as shit pops off, we're going to see the recirculation of the...
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
We're going to see the recirculation of the, Benavidez Plant
But
gym
you don't
videos.
think I know that was Canelo that Plant had the altercation with, but you don't think the altercation between Benavidez and Charlo at the fight the other weekend was bigger? For that fight specifically?
Let me screen share this so that
like with Plant and Charlo, punches was actually, Plant and Benavidez punches was actually being thrown.
So that's big. Like
let me show y'all this because maybe there's more people like Bo that haven't heard this.
Let's hear it.
We have 3 options for November. One is Plant, the second one is Morel, and the third one is Charlo. It's no other way. Canelo doesn't happen, doesn't exist. And he looks so bad that I don't believe he come back. Maybe we'll take a 40 years old man. So please don't talk anymore about Canelo, doesn't happen, and it will never happen, most likely. So these 3 guys that they deserve to fight. I imagine the Plant is the best one because you have a personal bandera between for a long time. So if you really want the fight, you be ready for Plant. For Morel, that he talk too much. Well, he's Cuban, he like to talk, So and Charlo. Charlo deserves to make a decision that will be the hard one to make, but it's a real pay-per-view.
My man said it's a hard one to make, but it's a good pay-per-view.
So I guess
I like that he took shots at Morel. He's like, he's Cuban, so they like to talk a lot.
sound like Plant it is then. If Plant accepts it.
Possibly. Like he said, Charlo deserves to make a decision if he's... What did he say? What was the word he used?
Oh man! So please don't talk anymore about Canelo. Doesn't happen.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait so long for him to say that again.
So these 3 guys that they deserve to fight. I imagine the Plant is the best one because you have a personal bandera between for a long time. So if you really want the fight, you be ready for Plant. For Morel, that he talk too much. Well, he's Cuban, he like to talk, So and Charlo. Charlo deserves to make a decision that will be the hard one to make, but it's a real pay-per-view.
See, so he said it's a decision that's a hard one to make, but it's a good pay-per-view, but he deserves the decision. So I think their first option is Charlo. Does it sound that way to you, or am I interpreting it differently? Because I feel like, why would you say Charlo deserves... But he said Charlo deserves to make a decision, even though it's a difficult one. It would be a big pay-per-view.
It still seemed to me like, despite what you just mentioned, which sounds pretty valid, it still seems as if Plant was the option number one, first pick for Benavidez camp as well, based off the long feud that those two have had, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant.
Yeah, I think Plant, then Morrell, then Charlo. And I think that kind of goes back to what I was just saying. Is the reality on how realistic it is to make these fights and how easy it will be. So if he feels that Plant might be the best and easiest fight to make out of the three, then Morrell. I think Morrell might be easier, but obviously less, not as big as a Caleb Plant fight. So just, I don't know. I think it kind of goes back to that again. But we shall see. We shall see. You know, Samson Lewikowicz also said that, you know, they wouldn't even discuss a Demetrius Andrade fight for less than $7 million. So I don't know that. I don't know how serious I take it, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
$7 million for Andrade. You're saying?
I'm saying that's what Samson said, right?
Which isn't even a option. Like, one, we forgot to mention him. Two, he's injured. Three, does he have a promoter? Is he a free agent? What's going on? And speaking of free agency and Andre possibly still being with Matchroom, did you hear the amazing news?
What's the amazing news, champ?
What? You really don't know?
Maybe, if you say it.
Eddie Hearn is involved?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Well. Eddie Hearn said that if Gervonta Tank Davis is truly a free agent, they're going to open up the Dazn war chest. That he would put big bucks out there to get Tank under the Matchroom banner.
Yeah, but who you gonna match him up against?
You got Ryan and Devin on over there. Well, no, you don't got Devin, but you got Ryan there.
With the
you could still get Regis, who was with Probellum, and you know that shit's coming apart.
Maxie Hughes.
You got Maxie Hughes over there. Who else you got? At 40, you got.
If he opening up the war chest for Tank, it better be for the Ryan fight and the Ryan fight only, cause y'all not even trash. Other than that,
I mean, it can't be for one fight only, Danny.
Yeah, like 3 fights.
You no one's gonna open up the war chest for one fight so you can walk away with the win. We need you at least for 2 or 3.
Get him in there, knock out Maxie. You know what I'm saying? Get some UK love.
I don't think it's Maxie, but that's not. Again, it's not worth my money. How do you make your money back off Maxie?
That's how we. So you got to measure. You just don't step right in and get the biggest fight possible right away. You got to measure.
I get you, but Maxie's no measure.
As big as it can get. See the high, the medium, the low.
Don't get me wrong, Maxie is probably better than the last dude he fought in the UK. What was that, Liam Walsh or some shit?
Yeah, Liam Walsh.
So maybe you're right. At least he got an IBO. They bring Gervonta back to the UK, you know, does big numbers, helps him increase his international stardom. But I think it's a waste of money. There's no, you know, the ticket sales are not going to make up for Tank's purse.
What you want for him, Danny? Because it seemed like you want something specific. What do you specifically want from Tank Davis?
Nah, man.
Because you were giving some different looks, you know what I'm saying, as we just rattled off random names on Dazn. I think he's not leaving Dazn, but what do you want from him?
Leaving Dazn? What do you mean?
Leaving PBC, excuse me, leaving Mayweather.
You say you don't think he is?
Nah.
Okay.
That was just like publicity stunt type stuff, in my opinion.
I mean, the Ryan fight to me is like obviously the obvious, but it's like.
Don't forget, George is not signed to anyone but Lou. So if he beats Haney, George has a Tank fight waiting for him on Dazn. He doesn't have to fight Loma.
And that's also a name that, you know, George had mentioned, a fight that he did attend.
You responded to that quick, but what do you want for Tank? You responded to everything else quick,
Eddie,
but with Tank, you ain't saying that.
I said what I said. Y'all saying that that's impossible. So.
And which was that? What was that? Because I think I might have missed it.
No, y'all said that obviously, and it's true. He's not gonna open it up just for one fight. So I don't know what.
Oh, you said Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know what other. You know, I think Eddie, the only other way he could do business is dealing with other people. So, You know, if you still got to deal with Lou, if you still got to deal with Bob, it might not be as easy for him to get his money on those or as much, you know.
Well, real quick,
especially with Bob already having who he has, but neither here nor there.
Is there any truth to Samson saying that just to get into talks with Boo Boo, they need at least a $7 million?
No, it's not true at all. It's not true at all. I feel like if I want to get the fights, I want to sacrifice a little bit less money to get the opportunity to get my name out there, and that's what's going to happen. Everything comes to me and my dad first. You know, if we decline the fight, because we're not, you know, it comes from us. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not. If I don't get $8 million, I'm not going to take that fight. I've never even made $8 million. You know, and why would I decline a fight with Boo Boo Andrade?
Oof. Never even made $8 million. I didn't expect him to make $8 million. If he'd have said he made $8 million already, I'd have been shocked. Like, who the fuck you fought that they paid you that much?
What they say he made for this last fight, like $350?
I have no clue.
I seen where
he making money though. He got Lambos.
And that's David.
Hell yeah.
So
and not Lemieux.
I seen something.
But don't get me wrong, Lemieux got old money.
They said Lemieux got paid $300, and I don't even know where I seen it. I just seen it as my day.
I wouldn't put that past him. I think maybe even a little more. Listen, you got to pay me to get in there with the Mexican Monster. Got to pay me to get in there with the Mexican Monster. I'll tell you that right now. Did that name stick for you?
For sure.
Is it because Mike gave it to him or just because it sound good?
It's because that is what it is.
Oh, you think he's a Mexican Monster?
Absolutely. You see what he did to that man in, 3 rounds? After the first round, he was a bloody mess.
So I put out this. Screen share, please. This is our thumbnail. I put it on our YouTube and asked the same question, right? We congratulated Benavidez, obviously.
Beautiful thumbnail, by the way.
Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. You know him as Jemmy in the chat. And let's see. Hardcore Boxing is saying Boo Boo Andre probably would fight him. And he says that's it with like 4 laughing out loud emojis. So I don't even know if he believes that. But this person believes that Boo Boo would get murdered. And then Hardcore Boxing News from DC actually thinks that he probably would get murdered. Alex Lemon says Jamal Charlo or Canelo is the super fight. This person believes that not Charlo, that for sure Duck. Okay. Condition Sports believes Morrell would be the one that makes more sense to me. And he tagged Samson Lewickovic as well. This one says Canelo after Bivol rematch, none of the other 68s will. None of them. And this means that he has to wait for a Bivol rematch. I don't like that. I don't want him to wait. This guy says nobody will. This guy says not Canelo. And this guy says he's about to tune in. So shout out to PG from Phoenix. Thank you for tuning in. What's this say, Danny? Ese pucho. Why? What's pucho? Did he mean pinche?
Pocho.
Oh, pocho. What's that mean?
Pocho is basically... I'm trying to find like.
It sounds like he's trying to call him a fake Mexican. He said, "Ese pocho mexicano no
like
es."
An imposter.
He says, "No es, no mamen."
Pocho is basically, just an American-born Mexican. They're like basically saying you're not legit. Basically saying calling them, the Americanized version. So.
Look at this guy says, this where Bo got it from. He says, he earned $350 per and Lemieux earned $300. No wonder why nobody wants to fight him. He brings nothing to the table. High risk, low reward. No wonder all of them boys waiting for Canelo. But I honestly believe that Benavidez wants all the smoke, but didn't he outprice himself with Andre? No, we just played the audio.
Yo, so you know what? You've heard of the word pendejo, right? Nas?
Don't take it down yet, Trav.
Pendejo?
I've heard pendejo.
All right. I'm sure, Bo, you've probably heard pendejo, which is dumbass. So like, it's bad, but like the running joke in my family is that my aunt is a pocha pendeja. Like,
whoa,
you're Mexican, even though she's Mexican born, but she speaks terrible Spanish. She's Americanized. She doesn't really, isn't really too in tune with her
culture,
with her roots, right? So they call her like a pocha pendeja as a running joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your mom?
That's pretty mean.
My aunt.
Your aunt gets called the pocha pendeja?
Yeah.
That's pretty mean. So right here, this guy says, he ain't no Mexican, bruh. El Bandera Roja, not the Mexican monster.
He speak perfect Spanish. His mom and dad both Mexican as well.
No,
correct?
not both. One is something else.
This guy, what? Something else like what? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking different.
The mother is what, Ecuadorian or what is it? Look it up, Danny. Look it up, Danny.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. I 100% had no idea.
Nah, he's mixed. He comes into the ring with 2 flags. Look up some of the post-fight pictures. He's legit. Wait, take this down. Let me see what pictures they sent me.
Let's see.
They send me pictures every day. By Lemieux. Let me see. VIP. Because you know they said it to me VIP.
Hey, free Mr. PBC, man. What's going on?
I don't know. What everybody keep talking about.
So he hit me up, and Mr. PBC, who is a contender for the Caller of the Month, said, yo, I got kicked from Discord. Tell Ness to get me back on.
I have no clue what he did.
But he wrote me that on Discord.
There you go. I don't know what he did to be blocked, but I don't deal with that, bro. Ain't nobody dealing with what they're doing. Maybe they need to act like adults not to get kicked out.
Well, if we could please get Mr.PBC back on Discord.
Again,
All right,
if he got blocked,
He's
it's
back.
something that he did. Because I know Discord ain't just blocking you for no reason.
Facts.
All right, I unbanned him.
Appreciate it. Now, if we see something specific, obviously we'll address it. But I see it was like 3 people who were celebrating their memberships, and they were all saying free Mr. PBC.
I didn't see any of that.
Ecuadorian.
Thank you.
His mother's Ecuadorian.
Booyah! Shotgun going through ya. Ness always right. Ness always right. Yeah, Ness always right. No, I'm joking. Yo, he called himself a 3-time champ. Let me get a screen share. What'd you think of this? 1, 2, 3 WBCs. Who's that?
It was best dad ever member for 10 months at the champ level said freedom, Mr. PBC. Then Christopher Cernas, member for 15 months at champ level, said free Mr. PBC, a.k.a. Dom.
He better watch what he doing in there then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got my snipers.
Protect your neck.
Got my snipers in there, man. Be careful what you're doing in there, man. Did you following the rules?
Mm-hmm.
Or is you breaking them?
No naked girls in there, PBC.
You know what I'm saying?
How was work, though, Bo?
How was work, though, Bo?
It was all well. Now I'm second job of the day, and I look to do a good job at my second job.
Oh, yeah.
Bo,
we got a guest coming in.
You always giving like the right answer, bro.
Because I don't ever
so you
like
don't trust him?
No, I'm just saying. I feel like.
I mean, you say he always giving the right answer, like you don't trust him.
I'm locked in because I'm more sober right now than I ever been in a while.
So
anyway.
you're a narc.
What?
No. The thing is,
more sober. What does that even mean?
I'll come out to a foreign land to establish myself. Yeah, this is definitely foreign from where I'm from. But I come out here to establish myself, so I'm like,
there you go, right there. Let me get a screen share.
Just clean-minded.
What happened there? There it goes. Why can't I get the bigger one? Hold on. Back and forth. Where'd it go?
Keep going, Bo. I was listening.
It's all good. I'm looking now. I'm enjoying my second job.
It says view asset, but that's not how I wanted to view it. I wanted to see it bigger than this. But you see this right there. That's the Ecuadorian flag right there. Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, in the back. Okay.
Next to his left leg, that says WBC, Iceman Rick. That's who gives him his jewelry.
That's Nick, Iceman Nick, champ.
Oh, not Rick?
No, Iceman Nick.
All right. Where we at on the poll, though?
On the poll right now, the poll is who will fight the Mexican monster with a Mexican monster-looking emoji. We at 33%, we have a tie between David Morrell Jr. and Caleb Plant. Both of them are 33%. We got Charlo at 21%, and then we have Canelo Alvarez at a measly 13%. I don't think the Morrell fight makes no sense.
You say you don't think it makes sense?
Nah, not so. He got to like step up and fight someone else. a little bit higher than a Lantez Fox, like he fought in the last fight or one of his last fights.
But why, if no one else wants to fight Benavidez and he doesn't have an opponent?
Because he don't even have 10 fights yet.
But he don't got an opponent.
He gets
at least this
absolutely
guy,
nothing for fighting David Morrell.
I mean, he's got an interim belt. He does get something. He's got a regular.
If you got to do it, you got to do it.
Remember that John Pascal had the WBA and the WBC, both regular and interim. And then that's why Brown fought him.
Who would you like to see him fight next? Out of the list that
who? Benavidez?
Yes. Would you like to see him fight Charlo, Caleb, Canelo, or David Morrell?
Out of that list?
And they said Canelo is out, so let's just exclude him.
I mean, out of that list, I would say Plant because it's the biggest next fight. And, you know, I want what's best for him.
Understood.
And, you know, him and Plant deserve a big fight in the sense that if they are willing to fight each other, it is a big fight. But, you know, again, I believe they want the other guy. I believe they want Charlo from what it sounds like to me.
That's who I want. I want to see David Benavidez fight Jamal Charlo. I don't understand why everybody don't want that, except with the Caleb Plant. I do understand why people want to see him fight Caleb Plant, but other than that, it's pure 100% Charlo. They just had a fight 3 weeks ago.
Did they though?
They really did, bro. That was a fight. I mean,
okay.
David pushed him, and they said Charlo backed off and went behind security. Is what they said. I didn't see the footage.
I mean, David ain't just saying it out loud for no reason, and there's definitely footage of it. We got the Urge with the $2 super chat that says, "Imagine Canelo just KOing Yeardums and Lemieux of the world."
That's the only people with the nuts to fight him.
Everybody got the nuts to fight Canelo because it represents a big payday.
I thought he said fight David.
No, he said imagine Canelo just KOing the Yeardums and the Lemieux of the world. So did you hear about the Jake Paul, back and forth with Tank, where Tank said, Jake said he was picking Rolly. Tank said bet $2 million. Jake said let's do it. Basically said let's do it. He says I pay what you make a year in taxes, and then Tank deleted his let's bet $2 million tweet.
On what? Them fighting each other?
No, him beating
Rolly.
I think Tank should make that bet. But
that's what I said.
I want to see a good fight, and I think Rolly does have a puncher's chance. But Tank should definitely make that bet, especially if he truly believes in himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you show you believe in yourself.
That's
right
what I
there.
said. That's
Put
a
money
good bet.
behind it.
That's a good bet.
Put your money where your mouth is. That's what I would like to see him do with this specific situation. Yep.
So
we got
everybody. We did some raffles yesterday and had a bunch of winners. Can you just announce those winners and what we gave out? Too many?
No, it's not too many. It's just that they still on the tickets, and I got the tickets put up, and they actually where the items are, which are not here in the studio. They're at the house. But the glove was won by Chris2393. Chris, please hit me up at BoMason_TBV so I could get your address and mail you your David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster glove. Thank you.
Shout out to Junior Still.
Junior Steele, he won a keychain. Yeah, I remember that off the top of my head.
And he did a fat $200 super chat yesterday, man. We're going to get and drop the bomb for him today again.
You see him in the chat today?
I don't.
He came out of nowhere. Have you ever seen him?
I never did.
Thank you, Junior
But
Steele.
that'll happen when you get them cheeks on the show, man. They bring them out, bring them out, bring them out.
Definitely brought him out.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time, and the fights were super exciting as well. It wasn't no dud of a fight night, you know what I'm saying? It was lit.
Shout out to the Mexican Monster, living up to his name and giving us a damn good, exciting fight, bro. We were talking, me and Danny, we were talking about the finish, the finale, where he went ham with like 7 uppercuts, man. Did you see that, and what did you think?
Absolutely, I seen it. He looked like literally the Mexican Monster.
Mm-hmm.
He was putting the beat down on the man. I never seen David Lemieux get beat like that. I never seen David look that great either. I seen him like go long later into the fight, 6, 7, 8 round, and doing good. But he was just extreme dominant in that fight, and I loved it.
So let me get a screen share in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and we'll start over.
I seen all that right there.
What? Okay, that disappeared.
Got a little beef with Jamel Hearn and Chris Colbert coming up.
That disappeared. Take that down. I'll do it over. Let me go to Chris.
Gonna start off with Chris.
Yeah, because he started it.
I should have guessed. I could have guessed it.
What's his name on Twitter?
The real B-Hop, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
The real Lil B-Hop? I'm not sure.
Let me see, man. I got the tweet in here. Unbelieves. Is this it? Yeah, this it.
What is it?
Here we go.
Time.
Here we go. Danny, wake up.
I'm up, champ. I'm waiting to see.
Here we go.
I ain't seen this.
We
either.
ready. We ready. You need to stick to your military services instead of boxing, Jamel Hearn. So then Hearn comes back and says this. Hey, Christopher, been a minute. The boxing world thought you were all but done. I guess when you're running those last 3 rounds of your last fight, you were practicing on your footwork. By the way, my military services helped me dig helped me dig down and win that world title. And he put, my man Chris dancing. Chris was doing this for his, stepsister, who is Sosa Cruz's daughter. This is her quinceañera or 16añera, whatever that shit is called,
So, are you bothered by Jamel's response?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Jamel retired, though. I mean, I see Colbert. He's looking for another win. He's looking to get back in that win column big. He called out Gary Russell, and now he called out Hearn. And I like the Hearn call out because it's a common opponent with Shakur. But it would be off 2 losses back to back, so it'd be like Derevyanchenko like. So it's like Hearn
in that fight.
It's like Hearn already said, I'm not fighting anymore. I'm retired, so he'll never get the tune-up that he needs for the fight to mean anything for Chris on paper. Like, I don't know that people give Chris credit for bringing Hearn out of retirement and giving him his 3rd straight loss.
And then he had already, he said it in the ring, and then right after the fight goes on Twitter and announces his bless you. And announces his retirement. So
excuse me.
So it's just a little weird, no? Wouldn't you say?
What?
I mean, the fact that he had already announced his retirement.
I mean, I don't think Chris knows who retired and who didn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't my job to know that you retired.
Okay.
It's only my job to watch your fight and know that I could beat you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Looks like we got a $10 super chat from Chick Chickarelli that says Benavidez has an estimated net worth of around $2.4 million. Recent paychecks: $400,000 against Ronald Graville, $1 million against Anthony Durrell, $350,000 against Lemieux.
$350 against Lemieux?
Yep.
Okay.
Did they not realize what net worth means?
What's net worth mean?
Net worth is after
taxes.
Everything. After everything. You think he maintains all of that money as net worth? He probably has, he's investing in his fight camp. He's not worth that much, just in general. People shouldn't really trust online net worth.
What about assets?
No, net worth, but I thought net worth is what you hold today, right?
That's after everything. Gross is what you get in.
Before taxes.
Before taxes, before expenses.
Yeah, I'm talking about after all that.
That's net.
But I understand gross and net. What I'm saying is, what is net worth? So net worth is simply just the net, huh?
Yeah, it's just net.
Okay.
So it's usually less than what you make.
Your net worth
unless
is
you
less.
have like a lot of assets.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Well, Ness?
Yes.
Are we not going to have a in-studio guest today?
Why are you asking me? Are you nervous?
I just wanted to make sure.
Nah, we are. She was running a little bit late. There's traffic in Vegas. You know, there's a EDC concert coming out?
Yeah, EDC. EDC's going on this weekend in Vegas.
That's right.
A lot of people. You know, they say they get about 250,000 people to come in to EDC.
That's a lot.
Each year.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I could see the traffic for sure, given that EDC's kicking off as we speak.
That's right. Speaking of traffic, we need about another 75 individuals to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us get to 141,000. We can actually get to that goal today if you just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We need that. Numbers is power, and power is respect. You know what I'm saying? Jaguar Paul says net worth is salary plus investments, cash on hand, minus debt. Minus the debt. So we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines. Do we know if the guest is here? Did he communicate? Oh, she is here?
They're just
Okay. So we're not going to open up these phone lines, but we will go to some super chats. Looks like we got Rudy Tu Papa. Rudy Tu Papa with the $5 super chat. He says, David, the Mexican monster, would son Charla, pillow hands plant, and would beat the hype out of Glass Chin Cuba Morel. What is that emoji, young man?
It's like anger because it's like,
blowing
air,
smoke out your nose and
exactly.
shit. It's like frustrated emoji, or I don't know. I always feel like tough guy emoji. I don't know what that is, but he says 100 on it. Then we got Mr. Dazn, who is actually in the UK. He says Canelo stops Benavidez in 5. Fire emoji with the crown emoji. Daniel, do you believe that?
No.
Me either. Q from Nork sends $1.99 with the cup of coffee emoji. Thank you. We appreciate the gesture of sending us a coffee. We're going to have to split that, Danny.
We are, champ.
Yep.
So
we could get a cake, split it, 4 ounces apiece.
4 ounces apiece. Oh, wow. Just a little taste.
Mm-hmm.
He said not the full thing, just a little taste.
Yo, I'm going to cut out and go to the restroom. My nose is running like the Roadrunner.
All right, champ. Do your thing. Do your thing. But I know we are awaiting our first guest of the evening, who should be here any second now. Trav.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro?
Nothing much. It's a beautiful day in Vegas right now. It's hot.
Yeah, you're a little too hot. It's funny you were saying that you guys try not to do shows on weekends, but yeah, here you are.
You know, you guys are our first clients at our studio that goes this hard. Honestly, it's great.
There you go. George, what's up, bro?
What's up? Are we live?
Yeah, we are live,
We are
bro.
live.
You know, Nestor's on the shitter, so I'm just trying to keep the show going while, he does his thing. So,
Tony Salgado in the chat?
yeah, actually, it's so funny you say that, bro. Sit down. Tony Salgado just sent a $2 super chat. He said, did y'all miss my last super chat or did I?
Tony, what you thinking about this right here, partner?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You giving Tony a run for his money with the gold chains?
No, the shades for sure. These,
Oh,
these little
okay.
glasses right here are just too stylish. I
Oh, I
don't
thought-
think that people can handle it for too much longer.
I thought it was the gold chains because I know Tony came in here.
Oh, he came blinged out.
Yeah, no. Tony, I'm surprised, dude. Do you have to do neck workouts? Like, you have to do this every morning for that kind of jewelry?
Bro, it was a lot of
Probably.
change. A lot of chains. I wasn't here, but I was tuned in and I saw that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty impressive.
Of course. And Danny, were you at the fights last night?
I wasn't. I was here in studio calling the fights with Ness. But I'll be heading out to New York later this week for the Gervonta Davis versus Rolly fight.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
gonna be a
seeing
good one.
Rolly's little hype training videos all over the place.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing some training videos as well. I actually saw him training in the gym the other day. He looks good, but everybody knows Gervonta for that knockout power. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to go out there though.
You got to cheer on your boy, man. All
Yeah,
right. I feel awkward being here.
It's
Dan.
all good, George.
Yeah.
Appreciate you joining me.
No problem.
George is
Thank
actually
you,
going to go
guys.
behind the camera. He's going to be engineering the rest of the show today.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're about to leave?
I'm about to GTFO. Enjoy my Sunday.
Damn, bro, you're a quitter.
Nah.
George has been here like 8 hours already.
I built
bro.
systems around to give us all breaks. Welcome back.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Nestor Charles Gibbs is back.
Was it difficult to keep the flow?
Nah, bro. We talked about, George actually joined us on the show.
Oh, what did he ask?
He asked about Tony, which was so funny because he's like
Salgado?
over. Yeah, he's over there, right? So
He's got 2 chains on today.
Watch it. As soon as he says, he's like, "Yo, is Tony in the chat?" Tony sent a $2 super chat and sent like right before he said that he had just sent it, and he said, "Did y'all miss my last super chat or did I?" But yeah, man.
So what was Tony's super chat?
That was his super chat. Did y'all miss my last super chat or did I? So yeah, man, it was cool. George was flexing his chains.
Yeah, you know. See, he's wearing multiple today.
Yeah, he got like some slinky made glasses on.
Slinky.
Yeah, like
definitely slinky.
Like look at the rim. That's a slinky, isn't it? It looks like a slinky.
Same material.
Same material.
Different company.
But Ness, we do have.
But like slinky, like slinky, like that.
Yeah, the one that you know what I'm talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
I never seen that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny. Obviously, you didn't find the humor in it, so just
no, I didn't.
Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
But Nesta,
yes,
first guest of the day. We usually
strange, right? We never get a guest on Sundays.
Never get a guest on Sundays. I think we've had 2, and they were both coming off big fights the night prior.
Yep.
A bit different, but tell the people why you made an exception today.
I mean, I just want more in-studio guests. We're in Las Vegas, right? It's Vegas, baby. So I figured whenever we can get someone in studio, we have to go ahead and do that. We'll be having Easy E's son tomorrow, Lil Easy E, Monday at around 4:15. So join us tomorrow on our Untitled show. But today, we're going to be joined right now by another amateur fighter. We've been doing amateurs for some time now and getting a few amateurs in studio.
Bro, she came in here strapped and shit.
I told you, I gave you a heads up.
Oh, she's still wearing it. Wow.
Yeah.
No, you gotta get ready. Oh. So just grab the
It's so funny that you actually have your gun on you. I just interviewed about a month ago this woman. Her name is Jamie Villamore. She's a supermodel, and I do another show that's completely not boxing. And she shoots.
Yeah.
And she invited me to the range and stuff. And she said the same thing. Like, I got a short with her on my other channel where she's like, she sleeps with the loaded gun on her bed. I'm like, why? Like, what happened that you need to have it loaded and on your bed, right? Like, some people have a gun. It's in their safe, in their dresser, nightstand, something. But like loaded on your bed. And she says she had no trauma. She just always wants to be ready, which I found weird, right? Like, if you didn't go through any trauma, why do you need to have it that close? So that being said, where is your gun at night?
It's right where she said it is. I mean, I keep it in a safer location. I have to be a little bit more particular with that because I have a daughter. But she's right. I mean, anything can happen. It's always the ones that think nothing can happen to them that the craziest things can happen to. So it's better to just be ready so you don't have to get ready. Because if I'm breaking in your house, you're not going to have time to go to your safe and enter your code and all that other extra stuff.
Very true. Quite possible. It depends where's that safe at. But to be clear, nothing happened to you to want to be this protected? Or did you go through something to make you feel like I need to have protection?
Well, I was raised in the Bay Area. I was born in Africa and left there during the war. So, I mean, there's just that aspect of anything can happen. My dad is military, so I was kind of raised militant. We came to the Bay Area and I was raised there. And just the environment, anything can happen. So that's why I always try to stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Well, talk to us about how you got involved and how you started boxing.
Well, I always like to say it's in me, not on me. I didn't really, I don't know, like fighting is just in my blood. My older brother, I guess he introduced us to the combat world because he did MMA. Okay. So I just always grew up, that's how we bonded, like watching like martial arts movies when I was younger. And then just where I'm from, I don't know why, but I just always got picked on a lot. So I realized one day when I beat up my bully in school, I was like, oh, this is another way you can, get your respect. Because for me, loyalty and respect is very important. Respect is major. So, I don't know, dominating somebody physically in that aspect is like, now they have to respect you in a way. I don't know. So that's why I like it. I don't know. It's weird, right? So anyways, I started boxing because I wanted to do MMA like my older brother did. He was doing Kajikembo. I was introduced to Muay Thai. My ground game is A1. So I'm like, dang, I need to get my striking up. So I was preparing for an MMA amateur fight. And I walked into a boxing gym to get my striking up. And then I just fell in love with the intensity of it. So I'm going to stick with boxing for right now.
So you're born in Africa. When did you get to the States?
We left there when I was about 2 or 3. So yeah, my dad was like, he had a high ranking in the military. So he had intel on certain things, kind of like where the rebels were enclosing, and they were getting closer to where we were. So he did his best to get us out of there, and he did. Some of us went to America. Some of my family went to Europe and just all over the place. But we came out here.
Was it easy to get into the country?
I don't really remember. I was young, so I can't really speak on that.
And where did you go from Africa? What state did you, I guess?
To the Noyes, to Richmond, California.
Okay.
That was the first place we went. And then from Richmond, California, we moved to Antioch. That's kind of by Pittsburgh. But, I was
Pittsburgh, California?
That's by Pittsburgh,
That's
California.
where Amari's from. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's how we got in that little area.
So
but I was training at Oakland.
So at what age did you get into the sport, like physically start boxing?
After I left my daughter's father, I believe I was 22.
Okay.
It was the year 2016. I'm 27 right now.
So 6 years ago. So you're
6
about
years ago.
21. Okay.
Yeah, I was about 21, going on 22. I started 2016, went hard for 2 years. Then I wasn't in the best relationship, so I kind of got sidetracked with that and was out of the boxing world, like competing for 3-4 years.
Oh wow.
And then I had surgery at the ending of 2020. So I had to take
kind of surgery.
It was my breast surgery. I'm a mother and I deserved it because I breastfed for 4 years.
Okay.
So I wanted to treat myself. And it was COVID. So I'm like, look, everything shut down. Let me take advantage of this extra time anyways.
They had the deals going too. Let me tell you, BBLs and the.
I only went for the the chest assists. I didn't do nothing crazy.
It's funny that you bring it up because I was looking for the right time. I don't know if you know Mariciela Cornejo.
She sounds familiar. Does she fight in a heavier weight?
Yes, 168. Can you pull up a screen share?
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Danny, maybe you because I don't think he has it. Go to her Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So she was very popular, never won a world title. She's fought up between maybe 54, 60, and 68.
I think I know who you're talking
She's
about.
fought a lot of big names, but never won a world title, but always in big fights because she was popular and her appearance, and she would have this weigh-in where she'll flex, but she's wearing this red dress, bathing suit that she wears all the time, and she was selling it. But she had to take the breasts out because she said she was not being able to really turn over on shots. Now she took them out, and she's like, yo, I'm a better fighter, and she believes she'll win the world title. So I gotta ask, you had them, now you have them. You didn't have them, now you have them. Are they getting in the way of you doing certain moves in the ring?
Surprisingly, they're not. I can't really speak on, because there's different ways you can get them, different placements of the implants and all that stuff. I can't really speak on her surgeon. My surgeon worked with a lot of athletes, mainly in the UFC, but I feel like UFC is way more impact on your chest versus boxing. So I just had a really good surgeon. It doesn't get in the way. I got my surgery in 2019. I would like the ending of 2019. I was supposed to not start sparring until March or April of 2021. But I hate being sitting and doing nothing. So I actually started sparring sooner than I was supposed to in February. I did mess up the healing a little bit, so I had to go back to do surgery. But in the midst, even when I was so fresh and it just doesn't get in the way. I forget that I have it. Honestly.
So I follow you. It seems you deleted your post of your last fight. What happened?
Oh, which one? I didn't. My most recent one is up there. So what happens is now that I'm getting back into the competing world, my last boxing fight was in April. I had to have surgery again last year. So I had 2 surgeries. I got cleared to get back into competing like September of last year. So I had my fight in the Bay Area in October. Then my job was messing with me, so I had to get away from boxing for a little bit again. Now I'm boxing full-time for the first time, actually, starting April. So because of that, in April, I had a fight in Sacramento. I posted it. But now I'm starting to understand like the competing world. Like you're sitting in the fights, you see people looking people up, trying to see if they could get lever. So I removed my second to last fight prior to my fight in nationals, just so nobody would try to like, you know, go on there and see, let me see what she does good. You know, I don't want you to try to prepare for me. Not that you really can, because just because I fight one way with one person doesn't mean that's the same Cali you're going to get when you're in there with me. But that's just something my coach at the time, who I had coach in my corner, he was like, hey, take that down to this fight. Da, 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 da. So my last fight was actually nationals, and I have both of those posts up right now.
Where?
On my page. You just have to scroll down just a little bit.
Yeah, May 2nd.
Oh, yes,
May
I see it.
2nd.
I see it.
That's my last one. I'm supposed to fight this weekend. We were supposed to lock in at 125. I got a call from the guy running the event saying that he needs me to come in at 123, which isn't a problem. 125, 123.
What do you normally fight at?
When I'm in shape, I fight anywhere from 118 to 125. That's my realm. But because I'm just now being able to box full time starting April, that was when I got into my first like actual camp in so long. So I started, my last 2 fights were 132 because I didn't want to just, you know, you don't want to get down way too fast. Cause I'm coming off, if I'm not working out and I'm just bullshitting and I'm just chilling, I could be a comfortable 137, 138. So because I'm just now really getting back into it hardcore, I did my last 2 fights at 132 just so I can gradually get back down to where I'm at. Right now I'm 127. I have to weigh in on Thursday at 125 for Golden Gloves, the weekend after next. But then 4 days after that, there's another event that I want to do, like kind of like, you know, just to have another event for Golden Gloves that he wants me at 123.
Has there been a, well, I guess a learning curve now for making weight? Because I'm assuming this is added weight with your surgery.
Actually, no. After my surgery, because I'm in recovery, you know, I don't know, like I didn't really have an appetite like that. So I kind of was losing weight during my healing process because I wasn't really hungry like that for real, the medication I was taking and everything. So then once I stared feeling better, I got into the gym. I was out here training with Bones Adams, and he's really good. That he's really good at like he's really good at his strength and conditioning. He has real quality like boxing lessons and all that. So because I was like in the gym, even though I wasn't really competing, it helped me like maintain a bit. I didn't really get all the way down because the quality of time I had with him wasn't really as much as it should have been because I was working full time at the time. So it was kind of dominating. But no, like the surgery didn't impact my weight or anything like that. But what I will say is now that I'm in the 120s, I don't want to bullshit and chill too much and get back up to the 30s because that's not fun cutting that weight and then you have to focus on your fight. Yeah. Like, because that can alter your performance. My first fight in April, well, not my first fight of the year in April, I was like a high 30s and then I had to get down to 32 and I'm just like, oh, I did it before, it's nothing. But now I'm like, damn, I don't want to do that no more. That kind of took a lot out of me to get down to 132. So yeah, no.
So what? How old are you right now?
I turned 27 in November. My birthday is November 29th.
And how many amateur fights do you have right now?
Oh, you a Sagittarius?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, that's
one
unfortunate.
Of the best. No, for you. That's unfortunate for you. What was you again?
Why is that?
It don't matter.
Okay. Why is it unfortunate? Sagittarius, what month is that?
November.
End of November.
From what to what?
From like November
22nd to like December
21st or something like that.
Yeah. Oh wait, so the one before that is Scorpio.
Mm-hmm. The one that almost made the cut. They cool too though. One of my
them
best
the
friends
worst.
is
Them the
Scorpio.
worst. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry about your experience.
Yeah, Scorpio. Sagittarius women, they just very.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
We all of that.
Yeah.
We whatever we need to be for whoever we need to be it too. So, that's what
so you had a bad experience?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a couple. But I actually had
relationship wise.
Not that full blown. It was just women I was entangled with. But 3
he was in entanglement.
He already sounds toxic. That's
she
that
called
Virgo.
you toxic.
That's the Virgo in him. He can't help it.
Nah, my girl's actually Scorpio right before. She's the 19th.
Yeah, Scorpios is cool.
That's crazy because my worst experience ever with a woman was a Scorpio, and the day before the 18th.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just you because you'd had
That's
issues with Sagittarius
Sounds
and
like it's
Scorpios.
a personal thing.
Nah.
Yeah, issues with Sagittarius.
What you got
and
going
you
on?
don't even
You
like
wanna
that whole
talk about
month.
it?
He don't like that month.
The month of I don't have a problem with Sagittarius.
No,
They
you
just
already said
very,
you do. Now,
they very,
now you gotta stay true to that.
You know, they very they try to play that role like
We try to play
like
what role?
it ain't ever they
No,
fault.
look me in my eyes when you talking
yeah,
about
like
us.
it ain't never your fault. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Y'all like to act like it's
No,
never
we
your
don't.
fault.
We don't
yeah.
never like to act. We have valid points. We gonna make some valid points because
Nah.
you gonna understand our viewpoint just as well as we gonna understand yours.
That's cool, but when you guys are wrong, and I don't know you, I'm just speaking
Give
from
me
my
an
experience.
example.
Yeah, I want an example.
But it's no different than you. It's like, Bo, you know,
Don't
when
put me in this.
No.
I'm just listening.
When Ness is wrong, it's like he'll try to play it like I don't know what you're talking about. Like that's how Sagittarius women are.
Nah, that's every day with you, bro.
Yeah. That's how Sagittarius
Ain't got
women
nothing
are.
to do with
Let's
the
see
text
here.
channel.
If you have a fear of flying, I was about to read her sign.
Go ahead, read it.
Daily horoscope.
Read today's horoscope. I
read it.
actually, I use this app.
You got an app? Oh yeah, you toxic
don't?
too. Yeah, you toxic too. Look,
He
a woman.
toxic,
I'll
he's
be
just
honest.
full of problems and he trying
It's
to
him.
deflect.
Yeah.
He's trying to project it onto you.
days ago, you was like, yeah, I don't get into none of that horoscope
And
stuff.
now look at him all up in it.
He like, so,
All up
you
in
a Sag-
it.
No, I don't. I
What
don't.
are you?
But
What
I
are
know-
you? I was shocked when you even
I know
said
this
that.
trends. I know this trends. That's
Nah,
all.
you acting
What
brand
are you,
new.
Danny?
acting
What are
brand
you?
new.
I'm a
Bird
Virgo.
new, Danny.
You're a Virgo.
That's that Virgo.
But see,
You
I
know
don't
a
even
lot
pay.
now.
Nah, I don't even pay
Virgo.
attention to that shit.
And
Yes, you do.
Sagittarius, right?
I don't blame you though.
Let's see, Virgo and Sagittarius, Bo.
Oh, you could like.
It's a whole
You could
paragraph.
like line them up to see.
If they compatible. Yeah. That's why you got to get the app,
So it
baby.
says-
Yeah, I don't know shit about the app.
I honestly, I don't believe. I mean, I didn't used to believe in astrology, but after my divorce, I didn't have time. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna
Yo.
go ahead and listen to all
Hey,
this.
Nuz, Jemmy said that me and you believed in Walter Mercado.
I did believe in Walter Mercado.
That's like he used to be on the
Yeah,
Spanish
he's like a
channel
Latin
every
astrologer.
afternoon, and he had a 30-minute show on like
The fact that
astrology.
you know what it is though and you don't follow it is crazy.
My grandmother,
She's on you.
grandmother, yo, she on my ass, but not my
Saying just
grandmother.
a little bit.
My grandmother.
We're gonna blame it on that.
You don't
okay.
sound like you from the Bay.
No, she
What do I
don't.
sound like?
You from the East.
Yes,
For
from
sure.
from like you live. Did you live in New York at all?
My soul must have back in the day. I'm not playing. I don't know. This is just how I talk.
Yeah.
So again,
Is
'cause
it the
I'm-
braces? Because I thought you sounded like Latina or something at first.
No. I think it's the Middle
She
Eastern.
do give me Latina vibes though.
I'm Middle Eastern. I'm African first and Middle Eastern.
I can see the Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
now,
So, but there's
you
a lot
said
of
that
Middle
makes
Eastern
sense.
people that you'll
What-
confuse for Latin.
What Middle Eastern?
Lebanese.
Oh,
But not a
okay.
lot of people are too well versed with a lot of different places in the Middle East. So if I say Middle East, it just makes it easier.
Yeah.
No, I'm
actually, I know
asking,
somebody who's Lebanese. Shout out to Joe Habib.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people from Kurdistan, and they look like every race other than black. They look
But
like
no,
white,
because
Spanish.
of that, I think I don't know. My family, I'm aware of my native tongue. So we have a different language. We speak a different language at home. I'm just around different people, like from where I'm from, and then America. It's like I don't know. So this is just how I talk, you guys. My sister went to the military when I was younger, and when she came back, and I'm already in my teens, like she's the first one that's like, "Why are you talking like you've been to New York or something? Why are you talking like that?" I'm like, "I don't know. This is how I talk." I think my soul is from New York. I've never been. I really want to go, but I think my soul is from New York.
Danny,
Yeah,
you
I
going
get
to New
Rosie
York?
Perez
When you
vibes.
going to New York, Danny?
Saturday.
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be fit.
Thursday.
for the
Oh,
team.
you're going to that fight. Don't ask me shit about that fight.
Why?
Just don't ask me about it.
Okay.
Because she
It's gonna be a good
trains.
fight.
You train with Rolly. You been to
I
City
don't
before?
train with Rolly. I've trained with. We've both had the same coach, Bullet.
Bullet?
He's
Okay.
also.
He was
Bullet
just
is
here.
really good at like getting you in shape too.
So wait,
sure.
so you spot my girl who is Latina, Florencia?
No, I've never met her.
What?
I moved to Vegas. I moved back to Cali last year. I've been in Cali for like a year now. I haven't even been out here working with nobody.
She said she
I've
just
been in
got
Cali.
to Vegas today.
What?
Yeah.
So you only here for the interview?
Well, I come back and forth for whatever. You know, if I could get a fight, if I can get some work. Like, I'm just, now that I'm in a position to where I can train full time, I've never been in this position. I just started like back in April of this year.
And
I'm going crazy. So wherever I could work, wherever I could fight.
it shouldn't take you too long to get back and forth from Cali to Vegas.
No, my work.
No, I'm saying how you drive, how you was driving in the parking lot, how you almost ran through the
Don't try to do
building.
me.
What? She ran into the building.
I ain't ran
She
into
almost
the
ran through the glass. She almost hit the vet and everything.
I ain't done none
Damn,
of
she
that.
almost hit the vet.
What's going on here is he peeped my driving skills and he's too shy to ask me to teach him, to give him the secret recipe.
Ooh.
He don't know how to
recipe.
come about it. So that's his inning right there.
Yeah,
that's all
you
that
need to
is.
go visit New York
So-
because you sounded like you from Brooklyn just then.
So
Don't try to
your
deflect.
full name is Natasha Cali Kamara?
I'm Natasha Kamara.
Cali.
Cali's my nickname.
And I'm assuming because you're from California in the Bay Area.
I guess. I just started when I started boxing. I was in the gym. I don't know. Well, you know, okay, let me tell y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be a little vulnerable here, okay? I'm going to be a little vulnerable with you guys, so don't use it against me. I loved poetry growing up. So hold on, let me just follow along. Let me tell you something. So I love poetry growing up, but you know, I add a little flavor to my poetry. So one may call it poetry, one may call it rapping. I don't know, but I have bars, you know what I'm saying? So before, don't try to laugh at me. So before I started boxing, I was in that little world, you know, we all meet up, you know, be in the studio, writing and stuff like that. So that's just what they call me. It was like short and sweet, you know, Cali love.
So let me get a short and sweet bar.
A hot eight. Not no 16.
I thought that was actually her middle name. My goddaughter, her middle name is Cali, so I thought that was actually the name. So
so it was like a short and sweet, like rapping thing. But then I was just like, you know, I've always had a passion for being in combat, and then leaving my first relationship, I was able to really focus on me. So that's when I was like, I'm gonna just start boxing, and the nickname just carried over. So they just call me Cali.
The chat asking for a hot 8 bars. If you got it, you got it. You know,
they ain't ready.
Okay.
I got a little something you might be able to scroll down and hear it.
Okay.
Oh, on your Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, cause I'm not really the best freestyle person, but I'll write some mean stuff.
So
and
what video is it?
Definitely not a freestyle written.
Which video is it?
Damn, you want it live or you about to go on it? Like,
I'm looking. I'm already looking.
It's so y'all don't be stalking me for real.
Oh, it's this one.
Which one?
Show it.
No way. No, you ain't. He think he funny. It's definitely not that one.
We was locked in.
Yo.
Anything I do is hot. I wasn't.
Which one is it though? I don't know which one is it. So
it's I don't know. Let me see. Let me control your scrolling because y'all not doing it right.
But he don't got the volume. I got the volume.
Okay.
So I need to. But he can let me know which one it is. Yeah. It's funny because we train at Bones. We never seen you there. I seen the other girl there that she's like Latina.
She ain't been here, nice.
That's right. That's right. You just said that. You just said that.
See, she deleted it, bro. It ain't nothing no more. Cause she didn't.
Cali talking to the mic.
Right. Oh, sorry. I would never delete the hot stuff. It's
Which one?
This is one right here.
Okay. So it's next to the diploma.
Just send me the clip. Send me the link.
Next to my cybersecurity. For all my nerds out there, my cybersecurity diploma.
Hey, yo, my producer just sent us a beat. He like, this for Cali to freestyle to.
Shout out to Brandon.
Y'all not paying me enough.
Brandon. Champ, I sent it to you.
Yo, we not paying you because we giving you that exposure.
I'm just kidding.
You about to get the exposure.
Don't do
P. Diddy about to sign
But if she finna drop a verse, we need to like dim the lights and shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
Make it feel like it's a you know a real.
I don't even like this beat.
Nah, hold on, y'all.
Too
Got
much.
beats going? I thought she was
This
playing the video.
you got a little too jungle for me. I was just
like
listening.
my stuff acapella.
Oh,
play what I sent
You gonna play the video or
yes,
no?
I am. I'm waiting to find out where's the link. Danny, you sent it to me direct.
Boxing Boys.
Oh, you did it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, headphones. Got my curls looking crazy. I don't. It's cool. I'm still cute. It's all good.
All right, we're ready.
Y'all listen.
For rap content. I'm just playing though. Sunday fun day. Gonna have some fun with you guys.
It is Sunday too.
It is Sunday.
Wilding out without the cannons, Nick. Yo,
hold it
damn,
down.
I really damn as shit. You can't add this up then divide. This ain't no average shit. That's the kind of shit you do when you tryna average shit. You got a problem and I'm coming through bagging shit. Leaving stitches and bandages. I'm talking savage shit, like really ravish shit. I leave you looking like some bandits hit. I get the grip and I'ma really manhandle it. And get it handled quick, sick. Without the love Jones.
I throw stones, but only when the gloves on.
Well, all right. You got bars.
I got a little bit. I do a little something.
So, you said how many amateur fights?
Now I have 9.
Oh my God! So you're very.
But when I'm in there, you wouldn't even tell. Like I'm competing. My last 2 fights were with nationally ranked individuals, and again with me coming off of like a almost 4-year layover. I'm in there looking like I'm at the same level. Like you would never.
They're asking if you're influenced by Nikki. They're like, yo, she's a Barb. She's definitely influenced by Nikki.
I'm a Barb. I don't know. It's just in me, not on me. I do love her though. But if I'm being real with you guys, if y'all get in my car and I hit my phone, you're going to start hearing some 50 Cent or Tupac or Ice Cube. I listen to old school stuff. But I do love Nikki. So, I mean... Shit,
so obviously women's boxing is wide open. How many more amateur fights do you plan on having before turning pro? Because right now, it's like
I'm not even using fights. I'm not even gonna use fights for real.
Oh, you gauge it.
There's people that want me to go pro right now. I'm hurting people. I'm sparring girls as big as 180. I think the biggest girl I sparred was like 179 when I sparred her. And I'm like 130, you know, and I have these 16-ounce gloves on. We have Hager, and I'm still hurting people. So I know when I go pro and I switch over to those 8-ounce gloves, it's over. But I don't know. I really love boxing. I have a natural pro style. So it's been kind of, it's been like a journey trying to adjust to this amateur stuff now. Because being in Vegas, I was around nothing but more experienced fighters, professionals. Bones Adams, he trains professional fighters. He doesn't train amateurs. He's not getting you ready for an amateur fight. Let's go pro. You know what I'm saying? So I have this pro style about me. And now that I'm in the Bay Area working with Bashir, Bashir is my coach in San Diego. He's a really good coach too. He was the USA head boxing coach, Olympics. So he knows kind of what's needed to dominate in the amateurs. But I'm like adjusting right now. I don't want to lose my pro style, but I feel like although pro is the goal, I feel like I can learn a lot. There's a lot of valuable things I can learn in amateur. So I'm not really using, I'm going to get X amount of fights. I'm just using time really. I've been out for so long compared to when I started, being out for almost 4 years and coming back the ending of last year. I just want to go crazy this year. I'm already halfway through the year. I've already racked up 5 additional fights. I want to go crazy throughout the rest of the year. See where I'm at, and then entertain that, let's go pro.
So Bones wants you to turn pro.
When I was training around, absolutely. He's confident that I'm ready. I understand like what he's saying. I trust what he says. It's just in my heart, I just have a way that I kind of want to do it. To me, there's people that never had an amateur background and they're booming as a pro. Just because you're a great amateur doesn't mean that transfers to the pros at all. And then vice versa. You could be a weak amateur and then go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's just more so of knocking off the rust, getting used to this cutting weight again, getting back into it. With the amateurs, to me, what's valuable is you don't know who you're fighting. When you go to these tournaments, you could have 4 or 5 different girls. You're not sitting there trying, like you have to, it helps you adapt on the fly in a way. You know what I mean? So I'm not really using how many fights. It's more so time. I want to just go a little crazy this year with the amateurs. My goal is to make Team USA. I would love to do the Olympics, but whatever's the best offer, because I am 27, even though age is different for females than how you would gauge it for males. I would like to go pro too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, how, I guess, important are the amateurs to you, and especially the Olympics? Because I believe, Danny, you told me that we might not even be in the Olympics boxing, right, for this year.
No,
not
it
this
will be.
year.
If anything, this might be the last one in the Olympics, is what I heard. But they're not going to pull boxing, I don't think, for real. I think it's just because of
What was the information you had said a few days ago?
Yeah, no, I mean, basically that it was on. They're talking about removing it from the next games, but I think it because of the history of what we've seen, and especially in the last 10 years, where they've threatened that a couple times, and then boom, we got women's boxing, and then 2012 was the first year we had of that. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not, because. Is it the next Olympics that are here in the U.S. or the ones
the
after?
next one is in Paris, I think.
Okay, so it's L.A., the ones after that. So
Yeah, that would be raw.
So how many more years for the next Olympics?
2.
The Olympic tryouts are next year.
So you're 29.
Right.
But she would know by the end of next year, right?
Yep. I would know by the end of next year so the ending of next year I turn 29. The ending of this year I turn 28 because I have a late birthday. So next year, yeah. But I don't know. For me, anybody can go pro. You could just turn pro. You don't even need. But in order to say that, I was on Team USA, and especially for my weight division, I don't have the luxury of just popping up to these national tournaments and going in these heavier weight classes where you probably only have to fight one person, or you might win as a walkover. Then you get to say I'm a national champ. The division that I'm at is a lot of people. Like at minimum is 10, 12 girls in my bracket. So I feel like for my weight division where I'm fighting, to be able to say, I just feel like, I don't know. It looks good on my resume in a way.
Absolutely.
Probably would open a lot more doors.
Yeah,
too.
it would.
Yeah.
As a professional.
Because then they have more to gauge, like, to more credentials to back up me saying, I know I'm going to be a multi-division world champ and undefeated.
I mean, it's going to help with your purse too.
Exactly.
The more accolades you have, the more money you make.
Exactly.
But I mean, you are fighting against time. I know that you don't
Not necessarily though. A lot of women world champ, with the exception of Clarissa Shields, she did amazing stuff at a younger age than anyone, with the exception of like Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgartner. Like the majority of world champs that are females are in their 30s. Now, I'm not using that to say like I'm going to get comfortable and wait till I'm 30, 40 to go pro, but I'm just saying it's wear and tear.
Yeah, but they're champions in their 30s with years in the game already.
Exactly. And we're talking
like
about amateur
Cruz.
too.
What year did Franchon turn? She turned
2016. She turned pro,
and now she's unified.
But I started when I was 22, 21.
No, I know. It's like Sergio Martinez.
Majority of them started when they was 10, 5, 6. They got pictures of them 8 years old in gloves. I don't got that.
Which is why I'm saying, like, is there a sense of
urgency? It is, but then just like you said, the accolades, like it's what would hurt me more? Being in the amateurs just a little bit, it won't hurt me as much unless I'm overdoing it and now I'm a professional amateur. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I already have a natural pro style. I'm just adapting to the high speed, how they want you to be, like high volume. I'm more of a natural counter puncher. I like to set stuff up. I like to read you. I like to play with you. But amateurs is teaching me that balance of like going in. Like with the amateur fights, a lot of times you can win a fight by you could be more effective and lose just because she looks more active, But it's just helping me. I think that I could get the best of both worlds. I got the taste of, I got the pro stuff when I was out here. And then now I'm like, I just feel like it won't hurt me to just be in it a little bit longer.
It won't, but you would be older. And you would be, in your 30s.
And I be fine as wine because I age like wine. I get better with time, okay?
Well, I mean, you're in good hands if you're with Bones. I'm sure
Bones in Vegas. Yeah. Now that I'm in San Diego, I'm with my coach, Bashir.
Is it Ali Bashir?
No, Bashir Abdullah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in Andre Ward's corner in the Olympics before. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of experience, especially in the Olympics world. So he's really good for that too.
So before we wrap up, we got a few questions from the people. These are coming in from our most loyal listeners. There are patrons. We got Young Tigre in San Antonio. He says, how important do you think it is to consider a fighter's resume when placing them in the pound for pound rankings? Like, who did you beat to undispute?
That's tricky. Because sometimes, depending on your division, it's not your fault if there's not a lot of people in there and you don't have as much competition. Mm-hmm. And it's not your fault if you do have a lot of people and then now you got to, So I like to see them fight. I want to go off how they look in the ring, because just like how we were talking, like a good resume, that doesn't always mean that you're really good in the ring just because you're good on paper. You may have the credentials, so people may take you more serious, but the skills is what pays the bills. So I really have to see them in the ring. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people could look good on paper, but they don't always look good in the ring.
Absolutely. Next one is from Ruin 504 New Orleans. He says, do you have a fight scheduled?
Yes, I'm supposed to be fighting this weekend in Vista, California. And then that's the 28th. And then the weekend after that, the 1st through the 4th of June, that's Golden Gloves. So it'll be my first Golden Gloves.
And where is that?
That one's going to be in SoCal.
Okay.
For SoCal. They have one for SoCal, then Northern Cali. Then I think those two people, whoever wins those two, go head up. And then you go to Nationals. But now they're opening it up to where regardless, you can still go to Nationals for Golden Gloves. But yeah, I have fights. I've been, again, since the ending of last year when I was cleared to get back in it, I've already racked up like 5 boxing events. So I'm just going crazy wherever I could get it.
No, I was going to say, now that you said since April you've been full-time boxing, what have you noticed change in this last month and a half? How much progress have you seen yourself make in that gym?
I think I've made a lot of progress since, again, a lot of these girls that I'm going against in these tournaments all they do is train. They've been to multiple tournaments. Even the pros I work with, this is their lifestyle. They live in a gym.
Right.
And I'm coming from getting to the gym when I barely can, starting late, little fights, and I'm still making it competitive for them. So for me, just being able to go so hard, the one thing off the bat that I notice is my endurance. Like round 4, 5, 6, it's like you're gonna get tired regardless, but it's like you're not thinking about, you're still going hard. It's my endurance. It's just being in shape. It feels good to be able to be in shape. Now I'm able to work 2, maybe 3 times out sessions a day, depending on what I'm doing or when my fight is. I may slow it down, but being able to do my boxing and strength and conditioning, and then recover properly, just my body, just the way it's responding to my workouts, is the main thing that I'm seeing so far.
We have La Dura Claudio, who says, what up, champ? No question. Just want to big you up and applaud you. As a fellow female boxer, I love to see women doing their thing in the sport. Keep going. Blessings.
Thank you, baby. Peace and love to you, too.
We got Brandon Maurice in Cincinnati. This says, would you consider, and before you answer this, let me screen share something. Would you consider wearing lingerie and sexy clothing to the presser and weigh-ins like Ebony Bridges? Let me get a screen share. So this is Ebony Bridges. She's with Matt Troom, and this is how she does all her weigh-ins. She's gotten 2 title opportunities.
I'm aware.
She was 4-0 and got a title opportunity and lost, and now she's a champion because she got another opportunity as a 7-1 fighter. But she bust on a scene, dressing like this, selling her socks on DMs, and now she's here. What is your thoughts and answer to that question?
She did more than just selling her socks. She's a hard worker. I've been following her. I actually like her. And I think it's going to be amazing when like your idols get to be your rivals type of thing. Because these are females that I watch, that inspire me, that I look up to. And because we're all in the same weight class, maybe one day I have the honor to be able to share the ring with them. But I love her. And the thing about her and myself, no matter what I wear, it's going to be sexy. So, I mean, I guess that's a yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least your bum going to look sexy all the time, too.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what. It's just you. It's in you. It got to be in you, not on you. You wear your outfits. They don't wear you. So, but I mean, why not?
So that's a yes.
For it? That's a hard yes.
Yes! Yes! I mean, I think it's part of marketing. Like we had, who's the female? Oh, we had Florencia Belén. She said no. She said, I want you to basically rate and rank me for my fighting, not how I look at the weigh-in. And I'm like,
to me, that's going to happen regardless.
Exactly. But I'm like, that girl got 2 title shots.
You could be, but she could fight though. Ebony, you talking about?
She didn't get that first title shot because she could fight. She got that first title shot because she could sell them tickets.
But it don't matter. She got in the ring and she did what she could do.
And that's why she got the next one.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Being pretty only takes you so far. You can't be mad at somebody for looking a certain way and getting a certain opportunity. It's a business at the end of the day. So you can't be mad that they can't help how they look. But looking a certain way will only get you so far. Her looks Ebony's looks didn't get her that belt. Her hard work did.
Absolutely.
And me, at the end of the day, it's the best of both worlds. If I already look good, I'm not gonna go through the trouble of trying to look bad just so y'all only see my body. Y'all gonna see that regardless. But what's up? I look good in this too, so I'm gonna get a modeling deal. Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. You just gotta. Why would you? I don't know. They gonna rate you regardless. So why not have fun and look good doing it? Just because I'm in a manly sport doesn't mean that I have to look like a man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I could be cute and still be a beast, and just as much of a beast as a lot of these dudes. You know what I mean? There's masculinity in being feminine in a way. Being feminine is strong.
I just feel like the phrase sex sells has been around before all of us were born.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a six-pack, I wouldn't wear my shirt, and I'm sure I'd be getting sponsored by underwear models and shit like that. So if you got it, that's another phrase. If you got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? You got to do your thing.
Just be smart about it. It's no matter in life, it doesn't matter what you do, it's how you do it. Just whatever you do, just be smart about it is what I would say.
Victor Banuelos, being a female fighter, can you see yourself being able to date a man who does not know how to fight?
Can I date a man that doesn't know how to fight? To me, you can't train heart. So you gotta at least have heart. I love boxing, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I also love MMA. If I'm in a ring, I'm gonna box you. But if I'm in the street, I'm not gonna try to fight you. We're in the streets. We're trying to kill each other. I'm not gonna sit there and fight you in the street. I'm gonna try to choke you out, or I'm gonna use this very expensive protection that I have right here, because that's why I have it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he just gotta be able to. He has to be the protector. He doesn't have to be able to fight, but damn, at least know how to use a gun and choke somebody out. Like I can't do it all by myself. You gotta help me.
So, is there anywhere you can and can't go with that gun here in Vegas?
In Vegas, it's open carry. I do have a CCW as well, though, so I can conceal it if I like. But that's one of the things that I love about Vegas that isn't really reciprocated in California. You could open carry in a lot of places in Nevada. It's very gun friendly out here.
What kind of gun
And you can
is that?
drive across state lines with it?
Huh?
Okay.
What kind of gun is that?
It's a Canix. You want to see?
No.
I'm a little nervous. Like
Y'all don't know how to. Y'all are men.
It's like a Nintendo gun.
It's cute.
I know it's not.
It's a Canix.
Oh my God! Look at George. George, look at where it's pointed.
No, it's not pointing at him. I know better. Don't play
Oh
with me.
my God, George!
Duck, George.
That shit looks big too. That look like some Resident Evil shit. You terrible. You don't need that big. Why you get your 380? Why you get a 380 or a Glock? What is that? What is that?
Because life is too short.
No,
that's
but
why.
what is that?
It's a Canix.
That's a
It's a
dope
peanut-
gun. I
it's a-
never seen one like that specifically.
It's the first time for everything. Yeah.
It looks
Canix.
plastic. Is it plastic?
You should look at it. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So we got Dom in Seattle who says, "How you doing, Queen? All praises to you and your career in boxing. So does Bivol beat Canelo again in a rematch?"
It depends on the weight. If he goes down, like his biggest leverage was how big he was. I could sit here and talk all day about this fight for real though. So we should put a time limit on this because I get carried away.
So you're
But
mad that he lost?
What you say?
You're upset that he lost?
I'm not upset.
Okay.
I'm not upset. I'm a realist. I understood what was going on. He didn't really, to me, he didn't look like, I don't care what anybody thinks. To me, Canelo didn't look like Canelo. I feel like he started to use his defense way too late. I feel like he was trying to see if he could take his power. He was trying to, he didn't really go in there with the head move. I feel like he has way better defense than what he displayed a majority of the rounds. This is not, he didn't really look like himself to me. But there's also a weight difference. I mean, there's a lot of factors.
So do you think Canelo could win at 68?
I feel like there is a chance because there's weight classes for a reason. I could be knocking girls out at 112, 115, 118, 126, and I try to fight 167. I'm not going to be, I might hurt you, but it's going to take a lot more than that to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his power, and one of the biggest things about Canelo is his power. But now you're going so high up in weight. How does that translate to somebody that's already naturally this big? They're going to be able to take it a lot better. And if that's your biggest thing that you have,
Yeah.
He kind of already got an advantage.
And I think we saw that obviously in the Bivol fight because he went for that arm like he did against Callum, but it didn't work.
It wasn't the same
Nope.
one. He's just a bigger guy. So now if you take away that weight advantage, it'll be a very interesting fight. If I do
So
say so myself.
you would favor Canelo if it was at 168, not 175 where it took place the first time?
Well, okay. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters, but I try to be very particular with what I say because words create worlds. When it comes to stylistically, I'm more of a Bivol fan. I like people that use
your sparring
skills,
doesn't show that
technique. Well, because I'm who I need to be for who I need to be with, and I'm still working on things. I don't have Bivol's experience, sir. Damn, chill out.
Came at your ass, boy.
It's getting there. I could do both.
I'm just saying that's
I could brawl and I could box.
That sparring you got up, I was like, I mean, I told people, I was like, I understood that you're cutting the distance while you're hitting her.
No, yeah,
so
no. The
you
ending, I
had to do that.
I did not have to.
Look good.
I didn't have to do that.
And I ain't like that you was crossing your feet.
And I appreciate you saying that because. For me, I don't like sloppy work. And the only reason I even posted that is because she was talking a lot of shit. She said she was going to beat me up. So I just said, where? You know what I mean? But I'm not a fan of sloppy work. If I beat you, I want to look good beating you. I'm not a big fan of
George,
it.
anytime you're ready.
Oh, what he going to do? Look, but hold on. Start it over. Look,
no, listen. You got beautiful countering skills.
Okay, I don't like this part either.
It's just that part I wasn't feeling.
And my coach didn't like it either. We're working on that. Again, I started boxing 5-6 years ago, and I took like 4 years off. I'm a baby, okay?
But I did like that counter. I showed my audience that counter where you parried and then countered with the right.
Right here.
You gotta start it over in order to actually see it.
Ooh, who's that?
So right there. See right there, look at this counter. Parry, bam. So, and then you even hit her with the Bivol jab, because that's what Bivol was doing, 1-2-1.
Get your ass off me.
Yeah.
Right. So stylistically, I like boxing.
You good, George?
I don't brag about sloppy work because at the end of the day, it doesn't make me look good. I don't even care if I'm in there with bitches with more, excuse my French, with girls with way more experience than me. I still want to look technically sound because I do have techniques. You know, I do have skills. I'm not just the face or whatever else you guys see. You know what I mean? But I just posted that because I'm working on letting my hands go more. Now that I'm in more like plunging myself in the amateur world, I don't have the leisure of really taking my time as much because it's only 3 rounds. But yeah, no, so I'm working on that. That's not my best side.
We got 3 more. Don't want to keep you too long, but I do want to ask, did you watch yesterday's fight? Do you believe David Benavidez is a Mexican monster? And do you believe people are avoiding him? Who would you like to see him fight next?
Well, he said it himself that he wants Charlo or Caleb. I think I would like to see him against Caleb first because Caleb is a boxer. He's, again, stylistically like Bivol, and I like boxers, you know, because they're playing chess with you. A lot of people, they could do anything. They could take a pre-workout, they could take drugs and just be in there, hella energy, being there trying to brawl you. But not everybody could set shit up and time shit. And, you know, so stylistically, I like boxers. So it'd be interesting to see someone with boxing characteristics like Caleb fight Benavidez. Because Benavidez, again, just like he has a lot of power. I think he has technique too. But then we can really kind of gauge that against somebody like Caleb. I think it would be good to see him fight Caleb. I like to see him fight Caleb.
Brandon in Houston says, you are in shape. What is your diet like? You look like you do intermittent fasting. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. I do intermittent fasting, and there's a lot of benefits with intermittent.
From what times to what times?
So I stop eating at 5:30 in the afternoon. I start eating at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's my eating period. And honestly, for me with my schedule, I'm so busy anyways. Moving now, don't get me wrong.
From
Hold
1
on.
to 5?
Follow me. That's just a window.
No, but you got to think about it.
That's just a window.
That's damn near the shit we on. 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't eat. We don't eat till like noon or 1 o'clock.
That's just a window.
First meal.
And then we probably eating about maybe 5 or 6.
Now that's why I said
Maybe.
follow me.
5 or 6.
Hold on.
Not 5:30
let me
and
tell
last
you.
meal. And
That's
sometimes
that's
that's
a
6 or
meal.
7.
That's a meal. I'm not saying in the morning I don't have my smoothie or like maybe like some fruit or maybe like if I have a hard workout in the morning, I have a piece of toast. But when it comes to like an actual full meal, I do one big one, like, and it just works better with my schedule. And I'm so busy anyways. And honestly, it's good to stop eating around 5 or 6. Growing up, I never understood why like certain households, like when in my religion, when I went over, they stopped, their dinner was 5. I'm like, what the hell? I'm from Africa. We eat hella late, like when my mom gets done cooking. But now with the health aspect of it, you should not be going to sleep 3 hours from eating. Like after you eat, you have to wait at least 3 hours before you go to sleep, because your sleep will be deprived. Like that's when your body is recovering, rejuvenating. If it's focusing on digesting food, it's taking away from what sleep is actually supposed to do for you. So not eating around 5 actually helps a lot. And then, I don't know. I just do so much during the day. I don't even really think about it.
We have the best dad ever from Baltimore. He says, just here showing love. Good luck on your journey. You got a new fan in Baltimore. Tank versus Rolly. Who you got?
Oh, shit. I should not ask me about this stuff. Excuse my French. I think it's going to be a really good fight. Tank is one of my favorite fighters. Rolly is I've seen him live, so I've seen his strengths, and just alone from him not like being like the average boxer, he has like his own style that you don't really get to train for. I think it'll be a good fight.
Ending in a knockout.
Somebody getting knocked out for sure. It's not going the whole 12 rounds.
We got St. Louis Red on IG. Says, just tuning in. Ask Cali how tall she is. She just mentioned the weight.
I'm 5'2".
You got on some big shoes or something?
Hold on, don't do me. I'm 5'4" with these things
it
on.
It felt like you was like 5'8".
I got on these
Okay. I knew something was going on because you was like right here.
Yeah, no, with these shoes, I'm a little bit, on my good day, I'm 5'4", 5'5" with the right shoes. But naturally, I'm 5'2".
James Benitez in Huntsville, Alabama says, any advice for Danny to get over his fears of Sagittarius women? Why? I know, y'all are hella emotional, but fucking loyal in my opinion.
Hella loyal, and that's my downfall. My loyalty is my downfall. What I would say to him is he needs to connect with himself. I think he has a lot of inner issues that are projecting into his people that are around him. And he is using the Zodiacs that he doesn't even believe in as a scapegoat to not take ownership of his own issues.
Whoa. Bro,
Thank you. Clap.
Damn. Hold on. You going to give it a round of applause?
That was good.
That shit was ass. Hold on. That shit was ass.
Let him talk. Don't be rude.
That shit was ass.
Don't be rude. Let him say what
Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead, Bo.
No, I was about to ask, did you read a lot? Because you have been dropping a lot of gems throughout the whole...
She said she was
I love reading.
A poet.
Okay.
Yeah, I love reading. I'm a nerd.
That was my only question, because as you were speaking, and I was like doing the little and stuff like that earlier, you was just dropping gem after gem.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to mess up your
knowledge.
interview.
I'm full of knowledge.
But that did catch me off guard.
I was just
surprised.
speaking from my experiences. That was all. I don't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Our experiences is just how we see things. So
Yeah.
you're speaking from what you've seen, and sometimes what you see could just be a reflection of how you think and how you really see the world. So maybe what you see is just through the lens of, how, just your own past trauma that maybe is undealt with. Who knows? I don't judge.
Yo, she is. I like you.
judge.
You do. Yo, she's hilarious.
A little bit.
She's hilarious.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, nah. She said, "Damn, you missed it, bro."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have this. I don't know. I just moved
Diarrhea.
That's actually not me.
Oh, I don't
judge. I just moved to Vegas, and I got 2 months, 3 months out here.
Not
now?
even a full 2.
And this is the first time I got sick. I don't know. It's the dust. I feel like I have allergies.
It
My
is
nose
dusty.
It's
is
the
running.
allergies. I've never
dusty
had
as fuck.
allergies, and I had allergies the first time.
I was just about to say that. I don't have allergies, so I don't even know what the hell's going on, but my nose keeps running away from me.
Yeah.
So we got St. Louis Red. He says, no, we went to him. Andre Brown says, how many tattoos and piercings
12.
do you have?
I have 12
Just curious.
tattoos, and I have my ears pierced, and my nose pierced, and my tongue pierced. But I have 12. I'm not gonna get super blasted, but I do want to fill in my arm a little bit. This one that I already kind of have stuff going on, I'm gonna fill this in.
That Nipsey?
Yeah, that's
nip. It's nip. I don't have nothing on the other arm. I kind of want to keep it that way. I already started on this arm, so I'm gonna finish on this arm, and I have my little neck. So I just
What is that? A rose?
On my neck. Yeah, it's a rose.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
I
it's
have like
a
a
So are you just into tattoos, or do they mean something?
They have their own meaning.
Like
This
the
is
rose was what? Your first child? What's the meaning?
Me, like the rose and grew from concrete. Not to be corny or nothing,
Okay.
but it's me. My daughter is on my chest. I got this centerpiece. It's like a symbol of me conquering myself, kind of sort of thing. Nipsey, you gotta keep a real one to the left of you at all times. So I got Nipsey on my left arm. Then I got my 1111 and my life path numbers.
Wow, I gotta wait. Nipsey? So you knew him? Because I would have to know you. I'm a huge Jay-Z
So
fan.
hold on.
I'll never tattoo
So a couple
Jay-Z
things
on my
happened.
arm.
So I'm like I said, fighting, poetry. I'm an art fan. I love art.
Okay.
To me, tattoo is another extension of that. I actually won this tattoo because a tattoo artist, he wanted to work on his realism tattoos. So if you shared and did this, you would win a free realism tattoo. So I got this for free. But
that face.
Yes.
Wow.
But I love Nipsey and I felt so moved by him. I'm big on energy, and I just like what he stood for. And he has ties in Africa. His dad's from Africa. I just felt I didn't know him.
What's up with this
personally.
guy? Why is he
But we
bursting
all
right
are
here to
brothers
laugh?
and sisters.
I might read something in the chat and then I look up and see it and it should just be funny
What?
sometimes.
What you see?
Nah, it said because it said look in my eyes, but I was intrigued on the Nipsey because you said you wouldn't get Jay, and I know you love Jay like I love Ye, and I would for sure.
Yeah, for
sure.
You're lying.
I would get I honestly.
You wouldn't get Kanye's face on your arm.
I don't know about
She got
the
his
face. Yeah.
This is his face.
Batman
I think
Kevo got a
what's
Kevin
happening-
Samuels tattoo on him.
Who?
Literally. Batman Kevo. He from Chicago. He got a Kevin Samuels tattoo.
I think what's
that.
happening is that
the Kevin Samuels was the toxic guy.
yeah. Not the toxic guy. Well, he talked to females and he would tell them why you're.
So wait, I'm toxic, but Kevin Samuels isn't. Bro, Kevin Samuels used to
First
shit
of all,
on
you talking
women.
to me like you know how to fight.
Hold on, he got to fight. He fought before.
He did fight me.
He fought.
It don't matter.
We
It
don't want you
matter.
to fight nobody.
It don't matter,
We
but I
respect
will.
all fighters here.
What you say?
personally.
There's weight classes for a reason.
And like I said, the heaviest girl I sparred was 179, and I was fresh off of surgery, and I
he's
still
still
made it
bigger
hard.
than that. He
I've
100
never been
pounds.
beat up. I've never been dogged, and don't nobody have
Nah,
long enough
nah.
clips to back
I was
that
just
up.
asking a question.
I'm just saying that to say. I'm
Pull
just
up your
saying
fight,
that to say.
Danny.
You got
Pull up your
teammates. It's
fight.
gonna be
I know
me,
you got the
you,
link in
and
the
George
comments.
I'm saying
against
that-
whoever.
Nobody has long enough clips proven that they've ever had a chance to beat my
Nah,
ass. The most
I'm
you
not
got is
trying
a
to
good
be
5 seconds
low.
to me. I'm just saying that to say I've been in there with bigger and better.
But I'm just saying, you made it seem like I was this most toxic guy, but you out here
Did I
up in,
say that?
so you up in Kevin Samuels because
You
he's
see
dead
what's
now.
happening?
You up in
She
you
might
up
have-
in
she
Kevin
might
Samuels.
agree with Kevin
No,
Samuels.
See what just
she
happened here?
She
He is
feel bad that he
projecting-
did. She feel bad
He's
that he
projecting
did.
his hurt on me because not once have I said you are a very toxic man.
She didn't say that.
Thank you.
No, when you went to the bathroom, she
Now
said.
it's like when he went to the bathroom. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
or no, wherever you went, she said, "Look,
What'd I
think,
say?
She said, "I think
I
that
think keyword.
my issue." She's saying that my issue is from past traumas.
And I never said he was toxic. I said he got to do with them traumas.
And
That's all I
toxic-
said. I'm being his friend right now.
I'm just saying, I
She
don't.
bring your friend.
I'm pretty sure you use the word toxic in there. Pretty sure.
So Natasha, let me ask you.
Did I ever say that?
George only been here like half the day. He don't even count. We cool.
Damn, he do count to me, George. You count.
Thank you, guys.
You count.
This shit is hilarious.
But did you see Tank's tweet about betting Jake Paul $2 million that he would knock out Rolly, or that he would beat Rolly?
No, I don't have Twitter.
Oh.
So I'm just now. So I have my Instagram. I'm just now like really like how do you say, getting my social media thing on. I have a YouTube channel, so I hope you guys put that in here. I'm about to hit my 30K on YouTube.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's streaming.
Oh yeah, because I seen you do a lot of shorts.
Yep, and I do some videos. My YouTube channel collectively is
George?
collectively getting like almost 4 million
Ever
views
since
on
you
its own.
came out, though, you've been
Popping.
Yeah, literally.
And I don't know.
It was
Right
on the
here.
Mayweather boxing, if
You're
I'm
right.
not mistaken.
I'm saying,
Since
I
you
like
first
we gonna
came
have to chop that up. He know
got
me.
it.
Ever since you came out, you've been popping though.
29. Yeah, you
That
done
has
that.
have over 500,000 views on that one. My YouTube channel almost has 30K. I feel like, and again, and collectively, my channel gets like about 4 million views. I'm making money on YouTube right now. My Instagram has 22,000 followers. I get a lot of views on there. I'm just now starting to try to do TikTok. I have a website where I sell gear. And
why are you cheating though?
What you mean?
I mean, why are you doing videos with these little ass tops?
I'm not.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
We good,
you
George.
just mad because you can't do a video in a little top.
That's like doing the weigh-in with the bikini, bro. Yo, look at this video, George, and I'm gonna get caught because I already seen it. See, it's red. That means I seen it.
Which one?
Right here with your hair all straight.
Go click
you
on
cheating.
it. Click on it.
I'm not gonna give you two views.
Me. That's me. Why not?
I'm not giving you two views. I already watched it once. No, I'm fucking with you. Look at this. This is the advantage y'all have over men.
No, not necessarily.
If a dude got muscles, he can do that too.
Yeah.
Here go Bo. The dude
Let's
got
not-
muscles.
Don't
This what you been asking. This is exactly
George
what you
got
been asking
muscles.
for.
George was in a wrestling
And
team.
I can tell. I could see his muscles from over there.
See that?
But his YouTube channel ain't popping like yours. He ain't getting 4 million views.
You got to take that up with God, my guy. You can't be mad at him for my blessings. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to God about that one.
Yeah.
Shout outs to him. He always looking out.
Oh, man.
So I say that to say I'm starting to really understand the importance of social media nowadays.
Mhm.
So it's a blessing because there's a lot of fighters that are top amateur, even pros that don't have that. You know, so I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to take people from the start to the top with me instead of going pro and then trying to build my fan base there.
So
I don't have a Twitter, so I didn't see that.
Have you always, I mean, like physically, have you always been like
athletic?
Athletic build. Is
Yeah.
that genetic or is that
I would
because you're
say-
hardworking?
I would say it's genetic. I remember I'm short, so when I was in middle school, high school, or like elementary school, I was even shorter, so I was way more compact. So I looked even more buff because I was this.
You
I
got
was
Tina
small.
Turner arms.
That's
Like,
what I'm
remember the
saying.
movie? The Tina
It's
Turner
genetics.
movie? You got buff
I'm from
arms,
Africa,
yo.
man. Yes, it's a lot of power in there, and everybody that work with me understand with this power. You know, I'm walking around with a lot of power in these arms. But I would
in
say
case
it's
you
a
ain't
lot
hear
of-
her, she's got a lot of power.
a lot of it, I would say, is genetics because I just had it already. But so it gave me a good like foundation to build off of.
Well, those are all our questions and all the questions from the people. If you can, please give your social media for anyone that isn't following you. We will take a quick intermission and take this picture with Natasha, and we'll be
Okay.
right back.
So you guys have my IG, right? It's
Yes.
Cali.is.deg.
You can screen share, George.
There it is.
Oh, he's
and
got
then
it.
my
Never mind.
YouTube, which you guys were just so
Intrigued by.
yeah, so intrigued by. You guys were just so easily on. Is Cali Love
They
Lifestyle?
can't hear you until you're talking to the mic.
Oh, and my YouTube is Cali Love Lifestyle. It's right there. That's my YouTube.
That's the
Subscribe.
YouTube. Subscribe.
What could they expect on your channel?
Everything. You just get to go on this journey with me. You get to see me, just my personality raw. You see me in the ring, inside of the ring, outside of the ring. I don't know. I like to laugh. I've been through so much. I just feel like I just like to laugh. So I'm gonna make you laugh on there for sure.
Let me get a screen share, George. It's like Black China vibes right here, right?
For real, I get that a lot. And to me, I don't know.
Look at why you laugh, George.
Yeah, why you laugh?
What's up with that?
No, I ain't like that.
I think that's like a
step down.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Don't
you're giving
talk about my
her
girl
he's
China.
giving you a compliment now.
No,
That's
but
him
I gotta
attempting.
defend China because I'm on this platform. Don't be talking about my girl like that. She fine too.
Yo, did you see she's about to have a celebrity fight with someone who's really fine? Let
No,
me
I
pull
didn't
that
see
up.
that.
Let me pull that up.
I think Black China gonna get beat too.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what
that
I'm
girl
saying?
she's fighting is huge, and
Size doesn't
fell.
always matter though. You guys can't always go off of
Yeah,
that.
but on that level,
Nah, the girl pushed her at the weight or the face off or whatever, and I just didn't like
could
Black
just
China
tell the
energy.
energy.
look at
Yeah,
this.
it
At
look like
this level,
she'll
you
probably
gotta
pull out. I don't
look
even
at
think
that
she gonna
girl. Mm.
Yeah, she's fine too.
Yeah, she's super fine, and she's too big for her.
What, a forehead?
What?
The forehead, we the best ones with the forehead.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Forehead.
Yeah, what y'all
I
talking about?
love it
foreheads?
when girls are pretty and beautiful, and then they can embrace like their strengths.
Here you go.
And
Here go the
boss.
face off.
I need.
Shove little China. Oh, she
Oh, she
laughed it
looking-
off.
She's like, yeah, hell no, I ain't doing
You
that.
never know.
She looking like a wrestler right there.
Yo, what is shit at? I might have to go cover.
Pull
Let
up.
me
You might have to
tell you
pull up.
something.
I might have to cover the
I've been
event.
in a strip club a couple times. All of
vu?
them look like they could wrestle a little. You got to be strong to be on the pole, man. They got a lot of strong strippers. Shout out to the strippers out there.
Bro, they got
I
Flavor.
feel like a lot of them are, I don't know.
Yeah, Flavor Flav is part of it.
Yeah, he the ring.
So here go the face off side by side. What's that wrestler's name? China? That's what she giving me them vibes, but she look way better than China.
China, she passed away, but yes.
Really?
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She used to be in a lot
That's
of
right.
hardcore films and
What?
things like
Bro, she
Yeah.
fighting the girl
No.
she fighting
Yes,
was in
brother.
the military. That's
Does
like
it sound like it's gonna be a good fight?
It do sound like it's gonna be good. But we're gonna take this quick intermission, take a picture right now, and we'll be back after this.
I'm buying.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
Everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal thing. He's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo, he used to be.
This brother right here. I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
Here's a jab. Leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too.
The big Charlo want to get it too? So Charlo would be the alternative? He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy, that's why.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotion.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus. El Bandera Roja, David.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready?
TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All these beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the hot 9-7 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready?
TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All these beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the hot 9-7 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! Las Vegas, Nevada.
You ready? We are back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines. If anybody is interested in calling in and talking about the Mexican Monster and what he's going to do next, our poll indicates that 900 plus people believe Jamal Charlo, 24% of those 900 believe Jamal Charlo will step up to the plate. 32 believe it would be Caleb Plant, and another 32% believe it will be David Morrell Jr., while 12% believe that Canelito will step up and fight the Mexican Monster. So, who's on the line?
And for those of you that don't know, the number to call is 425-569-5241. Press 1 or join us on Discord as well.
True. And let me go ahead. I'm logging into Blog Talk.
Don't forget to play the,
Yes.
That was a very interesting guest, champ.
Yep. Shout out to Bo.
That was Bo's doing?
I mean, I set it up, but, I always throw it to Bo to get him on the schedule because I don't be knowing what days available. I don't even have access to the schedule, to be honest with you. I don't know where that shit at. Then we scheduled somebody else. I just threw you another one the other day, right? What was it? Who was that?
I mean, I get a lot of them. I don't know.
A screen share. Didn't I screen share you something? Or was that her?
You sent me something today.
Who was it?
We got Christian Thumb for Tuesday at 7.
Yeah. He about to leave, so he wanted to get on.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to The Voice.
That's not it. Where are we here?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right, so who we got up on the line? It looks like on Blog Talk it could be Mad Bent in Kansas City. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. David killed David last night. That was scary. It was scary, man. I was asking for the towel. My man's face was red. He was getting hell of a beating. David killed David. Javi got robbed in UK. Javier Molina. That was atrocious. And Eddie Hearn was lying for his boy, talking about you being too tough on yourself. In other news, my man Hearn retired.
Colbert calling him out.
Won his fight. Colbert need to relax. Even that's my boy. That man is retired. Colbert need to get the rematch and fight the little dude that came up from the Dominican Republic. There was an undercard fight with a Mexican and a Dominican kid. Noons. Hey, were you guys ringing a bell, man? It's my call.
Go ahead. That was
an
accident.
Noon. Andre was there. Dominican fighter that looked real good on the Benavidez card, man. One to watch. I forgot his last name was Nunez.
Oh yeah. The opening, the guy with the braids.
Luis Nunez.
Yeah, Nunez.
Yeah, it was a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old.
Right.
It was a good scrap for newbies. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, and you guys had the cake fight last night, or the cheek fight on your show.
Oh yeah,
girl, Mariah.
Shout out Mariah.
She was double cheeked up.
Double cheeked up.
Knockouts all night.
Yeah.
So should we bring her back, or should we keep
spending money?
Should we bring her back, or should we keep trying to find a new one every time?
Keep it fresh. Yeah, keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
You guys had men throwing the money at the TV via super chat, boy. All right, man. That's
all right, bro. Thank
Great
you.
show. Great interview.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
We got Benavidez Discord.
Let's go.
Oh, he backed out. Invite yourself again, partner.
Listos pay los chingazos. Listos pay los chingazos.
And it's not going the distance. Either he'll wave the white flag or I'll wave it for him.
TheBoxingVoice.com. Is he there? All right. No, he's not there. Who is next? Let me see on.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, look who's there.
Listos pero chingazos.
Yo, what's up, fellas, man? Good show. Yo, Danny, man, she was giving you the business, man, but end of the day, she's beautiful, easy on the eyes. Yo, you're going to have to rethink, man. You're going to have to rethink the Sagittarius thing, man, because shit like that, man, you're going to have to be open-minded, Danny. But other than that, man, it was a good fight. It was a good fight weekend, man. Shout out to Floyd, man, for making the weekend, man, special. You know, he putting on the show over there where he was. You know, David did what we all expected he was going to do. I mean, last night I was a little, you know, I guess intoxicated or whatnot when I saw the fight and I had to rewatch it a little bit sober. And I mean, you know, David's supposed to do that to Lemieux, man. I mean, if you really want to look at it, man, Morrell's competition against Alantez Fox is pretty much like, at this point in his career, Alantez Fox is a better fighter than, David Lemieux. So I still think that would be a good test. I love what Cali said, though, that David is going to definitely need the chess match and everything. That's what Plant would bring to him and whatnot. And Plant will still definitely be the A side in that fight. And he will also not only bring good money, but probably be his toughest test. Do I think that he's going to land them same uppercuts against a Charlo or Canelo or even Plant? Not even, man. You know, David still hasn't fought anybody in on the elite level yet, man. So it's just still a wait and see. But he still put a hell of a performance and did what he had to do. And yo, Ness, man, I love this whole Hot 97.5 Breakfast Club vibe, all this and that, man. Yo, you doing your thing, man. You taking over the boxing streets, man. I'm out.
Appreciate it. Who next? I think that's it, right? Let me see on Blog Talk, looking like 206. Is that Dom, I think, in Seattle?
Who we got?
Dom in Seattle.
He said make sure you play the new intro.
We got no new intro.
I'm gonna make one late. Thank you, lady.
It's Bivol.
Hey, Daddy. I'm gonna make one late. Thank you, lady.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God.
Hey, Daddy. This is dog.
Waking up.
Mr. PBC.
The chat likes Mariah.
What up?
Yo, what's good? Shout out to the TBV Hood. Shout out to Barbecue Bo, Narrative Ness, and Danny the Mechanic. This fight this weekend was beautiful. Shout out to Dave Benavidez for getting what he deserves. And hopefully he will get what he deserves. Hopefully that last caller, his favorite fighter, would step up to the occasion or just keep being the occasion of fighting nobodies. I have Dave Benavidez punch and plant through the ropes, and I definitely will bet James Benitez pretty soon, but he probably won't put no money up. Shout out to that lady who came into the show today. Beautiful lady. She knows her boxing, obviously. She likes Bivol. Shout out to Bivol. That's my call, man. Shout out to Discord, Free Dom. I'm in the tomb like Christ, but I'll be out soon.
All right. Looks like we got Jerron, Louisiana.
Yo.
Fellas, just calling to show y'all some love. Good show, great guest. Good night, good weekend of fights. And I read on the internet that looking like the Crawford Spence fight gonna be in Vegas. So if it is, and that's, we got to do it big with the TBV community. If they do have it out there, because it's right in your backyard. But that's my call.
All right. And it looks like that is it. Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter.
And YouTube. Make sure May 24th.
It's dropping. We coming home, baby. The new episode. I might have to get Cali on that show. You know what I'm saying? Might have to get her back, but she out. But yeah.
She'll be back Wednesday.
She'll be back Wednesday. There you go. Maybe we do it on Wednesday. Nestor Gibbs, Instagram. No, Nestor Gibbs on TikTok and YouTube. Catch me on SGTO right here on Instagram and Twitter.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And Bo, where can they find you?
Bo Mason _TBV on IG.
Bo took no pictures.
And
he didn't get her to sign a glove. Nah, nope. I didn't expect that. Nope, I didn't want that either. Like, I wanted to make a poll. I seen people asking, like, is she signing a glove? It was crazy.
They asked that?
They asked that. That's why I was going to make a poll, but yeah, we out. Peace.
Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.